Get your daily news fix by listening to The Daily Show with Trevor Noah, Ears Edition. It's like The Daily Show, but for your ears. Studies show that ears are great for listening. And who are we to deny science? Trevor Noah and the world's fakest news team tackle the biggest stories in news, politics, and pop culture. Subscribe to The Daily Show with Trevor Noah, Ears Edition, for highlights and extended interviews. Available Tuesday through Friday mornings on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your ears on a podcast.
Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Say, man, you got a joint? No, you know. It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Oh, shit. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 476. And joining us today, we have Hellbent once again, and we have Rich from ReviewTechUSA. Welcome back, Rich.
What's going on, guys? How you doing? I love the Bill O'Reilly you got in there, too.
Yeah. So why will you refuse to say anything about Mundane Matt, Rich?
Because Mundane Matt actually has pictures of me where...
Oh, no! Oh, no!
I can't believe...
Mundane Matt flagged Rich's
Rich
Skype!
got flagged. He got flagged.
I'm so scared. I'm talking... Am I back? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I heard a giant
What the
boulder
hell
and
was
then
that
there was
about?
Nothing.
I actually had to go get a boulder out in my car. Yeah, the secret is that Matt has a lot of dirt on me, and I'm scared shitless to talk about him. Like, he has pictures, nudes of me with dangerous things up my ass.
I heard it was a cucumber.
A cucumber.
I heard.
Actually,
I heard you were making kimchi in there.
Best kimchi you could buy, too.
We actually hung out with Matt this weekend.
Yeah, we did. Did you see the Photoshop?
The Photoshop of Mount Kilimanjaro?
Flagging Man Jarbo.
Oh, yeah. Flagging
Dude,
Matt Jarbo.
I open up YouTube, and, like, I've watched a handful of videos on him. I'm going to admit it. Like, I watched Mr. Medicre's video. Not going to lie, I found it entertaining, especially how he introduced Keemstar and some other ones. But it's like, there's like 20 new people making a fucking video on Mundane Matt, like, every day. Yeah. It's like, and that's like part of the reason.
This is why I don't respect them. We hung out with Mundane Matt in real life, and I spent 2 hours talking shit to his face.
I literally flagged him. I brought flags with me to wave at him when I saw him in person.
Yeah.
It's how, like, is he like, what did he say about it in person? Is he still like stressing out about it, or what's it?
No, he's not stressing. He's like, dude, like, it's obvious I fucked up, and he's like, I'm going to do what I can to come back from this. And I said, well, luckily you were never that big anyways, pussy.
No, but seriously, like I'll poke fun at him. Like, we always kind of poked fun at Matt. Like, yeah, anyway.
Always.
I just don't get the people that have no dog in the fight whatsoever that are like, I want you to die, Mundane Matt. I don't understand that.
Give up your silver play button.
There was one guy who literally said, you know, he made another video on Mundane Matt. And he said, you know, my first one got me a lot of views and subscribers, so I decided to make another one. I'm like, well, at least you're honest.
Right. Yeah.
At least you're being completely honest about what your fucking motivation about it is. You know,
cash that $100 and get out.
Yeah, like, cha-ching, I'm out of here, and I gained some people that may actually give a shit about the next video I upload. But look, man, yeah, you guys kind of said it too. Yeah, he fucked up. I talked to him. He did fuck up, you know, but for me to make another, like when I was going through my shit on YouTube, I went through drama on YouTube too. He didn't jump in and make a video on me.
No.
And that's really what it is. That's it. There's no other conspiracies behind it. There's people out there saying that I flagged even more people than him. And we were talking before we actually started streaming, guys, and I told him, I actually didn't even know you could do that. So I was like, out of curiosity, let me see how many people I've flagged since I've had ReviewTechUSA since it's been 2009, or even earlier than that. I've almost had it for a decade, this channel. And I flagged 12 fucking people. Wow. And there's a lot of nasty shit out there about me, and only at 12 since I've had the channel. But anyway, I'll shut the hell up.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, when you say something like that, you also got to keep in mind some people just disagree with the terms of service on YouTube, right? So.
Oh yeah.
You know, Matt didn't follow the rules. You did probably. I don't know for sure. I'd have to look at them, but I'm not going to ask you to show them because it's your personal fucking information. But
yeah, I saw an old video of Rich where he's like, these people made. You were talking about people they made like fake Facebook accounts and shit, and they were in.
Dude, I had people put pictures of my family up. I've had people put out my personal information, which in turn actually did get me. I'll call it soft swatted. I won't over exaggerate it because I actually called the cops around my area, and my fiance's family's friends with a lot of the law enforcement around, so. When he found out the address, when the SWAT call came in, the cop was like, that doesn't sound like what would go on there. So he just showed up by himself and just to see. So I've had letters sent to my house and all this crazy shit. It wasn't just, someone disagreeing with me. So that's the kind of shit I would go after. You know what I'm saying?
If you're watching at home right now and you feel like you might be potentially swatted, call your local police station and tell them what you do for a living.
I've actually done that before.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because it could literally save your life, especially with how these cops think they're going into a situation where there's some person that's unhinged. So they're like less than a hair trigger away from pulling the trigger. Yeah. So if you let them know, look, this is my address. If you get a phone call saying that there's like a bomb strapped to someone's chest at this address, chances are it's a lie, and it can literally save your life.
It's just crazy. Like, what's the psychological evaluation of the type of person that does that kind of shit for fun?
Well, I think they're not very smart, so I don't know if it's even psychological. They're just dumb and they think it's funny. They don't realize the ramifications.
It's crazy.
Not always, though, man. Some of these guys, they're just mentally disturbed, but they're not dumb. They're very smart. What are you going to say? I'm sorry.
I just one thing. Pardon me. The one thing I've heard the most from people like that in real life, I've dealt with stalkers that would drive by my house frequently because of the business I'm in. The thing that I've heard the most is that they don't like seeing somebody who thinks that they're invincible. Not that you do, but if you reach some level of status and some person somewhere just doesn't like you and looks at you and goes, this guy thinks he's fucking invincible, doesn't he? Well, I'll show him. I'll show him real fucking good. And that's their hobby from now on.
Yeah, I know a few people who are like repeat swatters. And I think they also snitch to the FBI because they always get away with it. And I've heard some things, but they're crazy.
Yeah,
like they are crazy. So there's definitely crazy guys out there. But I also think a lot of it is copycat kids that think it's the funny thing to do.
You have that element too, and then you have the people like Tyler Barris, the dude who ended up getting someone killed in Kansas, I believe, where when he has a second in prison to go access a computer. He goes into like a terminal to sign into his Twitter to brag about what he did. It's like, how awful. Your life is over and you want to go see who's paying attention to you on Twitter with the 3 seconds you have access to a computer. That just shows you how they're gone, man. Like, how could you salvage someone who's in that mental state?
Yeah, it's
a brave new world, isn't it?
It's rough because like, I'm sure you've all had crazy fans that weren't that crazy, but still did some weird stuff, right? Like we're dealing with hundreds of thousands of people watching our content, Like, it doesn't take much to find that one fucking crazy person. I'm lucky most of the crazy people I find just want to, like, eat my ass. Like, But I've been swatted before. Luckily, it was like at hotels and stuff. Nobody ever found the fucking compound. It's not cool. It's having a gun pulled on you. It sobers you the fuck up. It's terrible. Don't swat people. Don't flag people.
I mean, that's kind of like saying don't stomp on puppies, don't poison babies.
But I feel like we have to remind people sometimes. The more I think about it, the more I'm like,
murder is wrong.
There's probably some son of a bitch out there right now that's like, I hate Skinny Billy. Stop losing weight.
Billy talked a lot of shit tonight about not being evil and shit. I think I gotta take him down a peg.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't pistol whip people because they cut you in line. Things like that.
I had a friend pistol whip somebody and the gun went off and shot the person in the face.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a
stop
relative
it.
that died that way. He was a police officer. He pistol whipped somebody with the handle of the gun and it fired off and went right into his chest.
Yeah.
That's insane.
God damn.
Way long ago.
So-
You're talking old revolvers and shit. So,
On a lighter note, I have some announcements to make. Just to remind everyone, coming up on the 8th, we're going to have a show with, there's actually been a bit of a schedule change. Fire Ronin is going to join us with Zonstar coming up on the 8th. On the 11th, we have, on the first hour of the show, we have Styx. And then on the second hour of the show, we have Justin Wang joining us. So they're gonna split the show between the two of them. And then Roaming Millennials joining us on that same show. Nice. And then on the 15th, Brad Jones with a guest yet to be announced. Also want to remind everyone, Patreon this month, we're going to have a drinking contest with Poisoning the Well. It's going to be Spin Till You Spew again, and it'll be one of the two Poisoning the Well guys. We haven't decided yet. Also, Billy and I's PAX vlog was just released today. You can still view that if you become a patron now. I actually released a weird teaser
earlier.
I
saw the teaser. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh my God. Maybe I'll play a little bit of it.
Might want to play a little bit to let the kids see what they're getting into.
I'll do that too. Also, Streamlabs and Super Chat, feel free to keep those coming throughout the show. After each segment, we'll go through and read them. I saw a few come in, and we'll get back to those soon. Amazon, we have Amazon links below. Support us without spending an extra dime by clicking the link before you buy anything on Amazon. And one last thing, this Saturday, check out Underhaven at 3:15 p.m. Eastern Time with Swegta and Animan featuring Skep Talk Live. So there's that. And yeah, you know what? I'll play a little bit of that. Let me grab that clip here.
Let me grab that.
Have either of you guys ever been to PAX before?
I have not been to PAX, no.
Can't travel.
Well, they have one in San Antonio.
Yeah, but the original one is in Seattle.
Yeah.
It used to be called PAX Prime.
PAX Prime. It was just PAX.
I guess they didn't want to make it sound like it was way better than all the other ones, since it's like a franchise now.
Yeah, they have one in Australia
Disneyland, Disney
too.
World, right?
Yeah.
So here's the announcement video. I want to skip through this and just get to the Billy part, because it's like, what the fuck? Billy was so like crazy and obnoxious. It was great.
I don't remember being what the fuck.
If you're a $10 patron or above, you get to witness a lot of this shit. All right, here we go.
Hey everybody, we're live here at PAX. We're at the DC Supervillains booth. I know what you like, Legos, you like DC, you like supervillains. This is for you. Check it out. PAX West 2018. Check it out.
Think this will hold me?
I don't know. Yeah.
I just smell it first.
I don't like it.
No?
Yeah! Yeah! Die! Yeah!
The lady at the booth got mad.
Die! Kill the doggy! Die, doggy! It's a dog! It's a game! Have you ever beat up one of the homeless people in Grand Theft Auto? And I can't even talk to you. How much for a package of pogs?
Well, you can check out our Kickstarter in 10 days.
Okay. Will you do a special line of pogs for the sweetest boys that donate the highest amount of money?
They were playing some kind of game with cardboard circles, and he's all like, "Pogs! Give me some pogs!"
God, I haven't heard Pogs since like the 90s.
I just figured this was a gaming convention. They should have Pogs there. Is there a Pog app for your phone? Like you can play like digital Pogs?
I have no idea. That's nothing I ever looked up.
I'm gonna get somebody to code that.
Way
I'm bringing back milk
somebody.
caps. I'm bringing back the bottle caps, man.
No, I just want to make a Pog app so somebody takes one of those big metal slammers and slams it on the top of their phone and breaks it.
If any coders are out there, let's get started on Billy the Fridge's Slammer Showdown. I'm trying to get paid.
So why do you like to kill the dogs? Are you some kind of sociopath or what?
Did you cut out the part where I explained it?
No. These are just clips.
Yeah, because I don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
But I explained why I shoot at the dogs.
Okay.
To scare them away so they don't get hit by the real bullets. It was an air shot.
Sure.
Right? I killed that dog.
So yeah, check that out on Patreon and all the other shit I just mentioned. Before we move into the news segment, I'll read some of these Streamlabs really quick. I think there was like 2 of them or something. Actually, let me bring up the one super chat that we got too. It's from Chris
Xavier.
Is it Xavier or Xavier? I don't know.
would say Xavier.
Thanks for the birthday stream, guys. You keep me from pointing a magnum at my head. Holy shit.
Oh,
that's beautiful.
I appreciate the compliment.
Bang.
Please never do that. What else? What else we got? We have Super Inhuman. $5. Thanks for wishing me a happy birthday, Ben. Here's my appreciation. Another birthday.
Happy birthdays, babies.
Happy birthday. And then Manny, hey guys, just letting you know I recently got verified. I don't know, verified where? On Twitter or on YouTube? I don't know. Manny's in that video too because I included the Mox boarding house thing that we did.
Little bonus.
Yeah. Yes.
Maybe he got verified because he moved to Florida, and when you move to Florida, you have to verify that you're a sexual offender.
Apparently so.
No!
All right, we're moving into DP Action News. All right, so this one's called Joe Biden is running, literally.
For president?
It's definite.
Mr. Vice President, what's your thinking about 2020 at this point, sir?
He's running, literally running.
Double running.
Here he is, running from the side, running from behind. People at the Pittsburgh Labor Day Parade were urging Joe Biden to run for president.
Get away from me.
Who the fuck is going to urge him to run for president? He's so old. He may not even survive his first term.
Do you think he could beat Donald Trump?
No. Definitely not.
Yeah, it's tough. How old's Trump? Like 70-something?
Yeah, Trump was 70 when he got. He'll be, if Trump does 2 terms, he'll be leaving office at 78.
Let's see how old Joe Biden is.
I'm guessing like 83.
Yeah.
You know.
And he's still got 2 more years of Trump to wait before he could even run for president. So let's see. He is 75, actually.
75?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Wow,
God
he
wants
looks
him to
way
die.
older.
He looks way older. I think Joe Biden could hold himself in like
he couldn't even beat Obama in a primary. That's why.
Well, yeah. But I think as far as shit talking goes against Trump, he's one of the guys that has like no tact. You know,
I like to take him behind the gym.
Yeah.
And when I say that, I don't mean make out. Okay, I just want to make sure everyone realizes that.
Like he would say some crazy shit. I almost want him to run against Trump just to see how fucking crazy the debates get. They actually would probably start wrestling right there on stage.
Bare chest.
They'd rip their shirts off, start grabbing each other's dicks and titties. It'd be hilarious.
Sure, we'll watch that. Okay. You got to don't knock until you try it, right? That's the new genre.
You can do this. But who knew he would run immediately? Even if all he was running for was to catch up to his assignment.
This lady just thrives on making these double meaning.
I've seen her in so many videos, and they're always terrible.
The first one we ever watched on DP was about Justin Bieber throwing eggs at his neighbor's house, and it was just like, Justin Bieber's going to extremes against his neighbors.
Oh, man.
So, yeah.
Position in the parade after stopping.
You never see Donald Trump run like that, though. Like, say what you want about old ass Joe Biden. At least he's out there getting physical.
Folks.
Like he's getting a grip on that young lad.
Oh yeah, have you seen the creepy videos?
He's super touchy-feely.
With like 11-year-old girls and shit. It's weird.
That's Biden with the 11-year-olds?
Let me just grab your shoulders and your neck, and here you go, sweetheart. Sit on Uncle Biden's
He's like
lap.
whispering into their ears and shit, and they're like trying to like nudge away. Yeah, I've seen that. That is weird.
We've seen Biden run before. For instance, in a Let's Move fitness video with President Obama.
Kenya's always in the lead.
In my mind, have we ever seen President Trump run? Critics crack that the only thing he runs is a golf cart, but we found him semi-jog.
Look at that!
Oh no! It looks like he's running to the bathroom to take a shit. That was sad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's
Trump.
a 73-year-old run, but he's got the Velociraptor arm going to where he's like, I'm not holding a fist when I run. Fuck this shit. I'm old.
Over to police.
Oh, there he goes. He stopped.
Really
look at his leg. It's doing
13.
it. It's doing the fucking lizard thing. I love it.
What does he drink, Rich?
Like 13 different Diet Cokes a day, so he probably has to shit quite a bit and piss.
That's crazy, too.
He drinks a half rack of Diet Coke a day?
Yes.
Wow.
To shake hands. And remember when a Greenpeace protester and a paraglider buzzed President Trump's golf course in Scotland? No wonder he ran. A few steps to shelter.
Look at his run
so
is...
I'm a fat bastard. I can run faster than that.
Right.
Trump and Biden have already exchanged blows.
No, I wish we were in high school. I could take him behind the gym.
You said our
I don't mean gay stuff.
Behind the gym. I dream of that.
But why?
Then do it.
No.
Yeah, you dream of that. Okay.
That would sell more tickets. That would sell more tickets than Mayweather and McGregor if these two.
Even more than KSI and Jake Paul or Logan Paul?
Well, Mayweather and McGregor was more.
Oh, okay.
Than KSI and Jake Paul.
Okay.
So.
All I had to add to that was like, then I'm going to take him under the bleachers.
When we can actually see Biden running. Someone suggested this needs Rocky music.
Copyright.
Yeah. Copyright strike.
Biden
Copyright
is a running
strike.
joke, and President Trump excels at running. His mouth.
You know what you do with Biden? You go like this.
Not if he can outrun.
You blow him.
Yeah. Let me take you behind the bleachers and blow you. What the fuck? I dream of blowing you behind the bleachers, Biden. What the
This
shit
is all
is
like
this?
puns and homosexual innuendo. What the fuck is this lady? What does she do?
I actually want Biden to be the nomination now. I want Biden versus Trump in 2020. If I don't run myself, I'm voting for Biden. Holy shit. This is going to be so weird.
You.
And he'd fall over.
Ginny Mo, CNN. New York.
I don't think Trump can run because he's constantly wearing a diaper.
Do you think he's wearing a diaper?
I think he's wearing diapers, dude. I think Trump has those Diet Coke shits.
You know what? If I was incontinent and had to wear a diaper but still won the presidency, I'd poop in pride. I'd be like, hell yeah, I'd strut
If
it.
I had diapers in my size, I'd wear them right now. Fuck being the president. I'd be shitting talking to you. I don't care.
During a speech, I would see you with that shit face where you were trying to hide the fact you were taking a dump, but you're actually crapping your pants.
Yep. Like, well, you ever take a dump in a lake?
The person in the back. Yeah, you. What's your question?
It's like you always tell when someone's actually pushing out a fart, but they're trying to make it like they're not doing it.
Oh, yeah. I always have to, like, lean sideways, and then you hear the duck call. So there's no way I can hide it. I'm like,
well, yeah, if it's like a leather chair, man, it creates an air pocket. The next thing you know, it's like a fucking atomic blast. It just goes, I don't know.
You gotta let out the ass air ergonomically. My fiance's always like, "Why do you always have to tilt when you fart?" I'm like, I'm not gonna like have the air push into the seat It's not ergonomic.
Have you ever seen the squatty potty before?
Yeah.
Yes. That thing where you put it under when you shit, and it's like it's supposed to make you shit like at a more natural angle.
Yeah, put your knees like up near your shoulders. It's like
That
a
scrunch.
Yeah. I hear it works.
I was at PAX leaning up against a concrete wall, and I farted against the concrete wall, and it bounced off the wall and slapped me back in my own ass.
Really?
It hurt, yeah.
I heard you talking about crop dusting in the video.
Yeah, dude, I was cracking them off at PAX. It was bad, too, because we were hanging out with that one girl, and then she farted.
Did she?
We were walking by the Magic the Gathering store, and she farts, and it sounds like some video game sound. It doesn't sound like a human.
Eye candy?
Yeah, she farts, and we were walking by this other person. She blamed it on me, and I'm like, all the farts I actually did, and this little fucking girl had to blame one on me. That's cold. Sorry for outing you, by the way, Eye Candy, but yeah. Oops.
I like it when you were like, your name, Eye Candy, is a dumb name. What else can I call you? Do you remember that?
Because I couldn't remember her real name, so I was like, I don't remember your real name. Eye Candy's a dumb name. Could you remind me your name? And then she was like, just call me
her
Candy.
King Ass Ripper.
King Ass Ripper. Well, that was before she ripped the ass. She got more comfortable with me.
You know what's weird? She's partnered on Mixer, so there was like this clique of Mixer people at PAX.
Yeah, Mixer is like the Microsoft's Twitch.
It is.
And
cool.
I went to a Mixer party with her, and it was
a mixer,
and it was totally cool.
Mixer works really good though.
Yeah, that Microsoft money, man. They pretty much just dump it into Mixer in case they take off. That's what all the big companies do, right? They open branches in digital realms to have some.
I wanted
sort of stock
bit.me
share.
to work. I love bit.me. Dude, when I uploaded video game videos on there, the quality was twice as high. When they shut down, they gave me my $23 in ad revenue and said, sorry, we failed. That's the most honest any of those companies have ever been to me. Imagine if they were successful. Google would bottom, I guess.
I remember when everyone was like, Rich, vid.me is the future. I'm like, no, it's not. I would like it to be. I would like there to be a proper alternative, but it's not vid.me.
What will it take for there to be one? Because not only would it have to be as good of a platform, if not better, but something would have to convince all of the YouTube user base to go there.
I think it's got to be Netflix has to start something under their umbrella.
We're already seeing it with Twitch, because Twitch is doing now the user-generated content, not just live streams, and
really?
with Facebook. It's going to be... It's already starting, and I have a feeling it'll be one of those two companies that become a truly viable competitor beyond live streams. It just, it's going to take time because they're going to have to. Because the problem is, man, is that you guys know it's tough to spread out more between like two different platforms, because then it's like 60% of your day becomes just distributing the shit. You know what I mean? So
it's
they have
investment.
Yeah, it's a time investment. So they have to make it worth the time.
It's hard enough even with one platform, because right now our streaming is disabled on our main channel. So we're doing this on a secondary channel, and we get half as many live viewers as we were getting on our main channel, no matter what. No matter what we fucking do.
Whoa.
Just takes one little sweep.
Who hit your main channel with a boulder?
You know what? You know what ended up happening? YouTube rolled out a new rule that they didn't really tell anybody about, which is if you get a content ID and the owner of the content decides to block your video worldwide, then you lose your streaming capabilities for 90 days without a strike, without a DMCA. Without any of that. And my belief is that they do this to stop these streaming channels that stream Family Guy and copyrighted shit all day. But we just happened to use like a 50-second clip from Seventh Heaven, that old TV show, on a Patreon stream that had been private for over a year, and they caught it, through the algorithm and blocked us worldwide, and we've been down for over a month now.
Oh my God, that sucks, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. Thank you, Sumner Redstone and CBS. I'm coming for you, Hulk.
And I know how that is, because I was actually going to bring my streams to a secondary channel, and you know what happened with YouTube, how like they were ban hammering everybody because they decided to enforce the rule where you can't make an announcement on a channel about doing something somewhere else.
Right.
So I had to stop doing that. But I know when I was doing it, even if I made the announcement on my main channel, you wouldn't get the same viewership, which is strange because people like watching it, but they don't want it, they won't go over to a different channel. So I feel your pain.
Oh no, my boss, he runs a channel like 5 million subscribers. He tried to do a thing on Twitch and he couldn't break a few hundred on Twitch from doing a little video announcement, right? And that was back when they were ignoring it. Getting people to go from YouTube to Twitch to Facebook and all that, they made their home, right? So it's exclusivity. Twitch, they got the partnership. If you are a Twitch partner, you cannot stream anywhere else. I'm sure Facebook will roll out something similar, and YouTube, they're probably on the horizon of that. And once they start, it's kind of like the video game consoles, Rich. You know how that works with Nintendo and all that. Nintendo's, well, with a few exceptions, they're not going to publish anything on anything else, right? It's ours, and this is yours, and this is yours. Otherwise, the PlayStation wouldn't exist, Xbox wouldn't exist, Nintendo wouldn't exist. It'd all just be one big lob, and these companies don't want to share. So until, Facebook can snag PewDiePie, or Twitch can go, hey, we own Markiplier now, and he posts videos. If you want your Markiplier fix, you come fucking Twitch.
Well, companies tried to. Well, first off, with Twitch not allowing you, is it that you can't I thought it was with simul streaming, like you can't stream. Yeah.
Well,
right?
It depends. You got the basic partnership to where it's just kind of automated like a computer. But if you're a full-time actual Twitch partner, to where your top tier, over 50 peak concurrent viewers, sign the contract and everything, all video game content live streamed is delegated to Twitch. Now you can talk to people there, but there's very few exceptions with that. And little guys like probably me, that ain't gonna happen.
Doesn't Twitch have a feature where you can literally take a video that you recorded to Twitch and seamlessly send it to YouTube?
Yes, but you must wait 24 hours before you do so.
Yeah, okay.
So they're working on exclusivity, which is smart. So I think the bigger picture is you have Amazon, Alphabet / Google, and Facebook, right? Big companies. They own all these cloud servers, all these servers, and all the infrastructure, right? Same with Twitter even. And for a small company like vid.me, all they got to do is go to Microsoft and say, hey, can you just cut their service? We'll just pick a video. Somebody uploaded some shit there. Yeah, that video right there. Tell them to delete that or cut their service and just keep pounding them until they're gone. That's not going to happen to YouTube. People post fucked up shit here all the time. But Google doesn't have to shut down their servers. They own infrastructure all over the place. Jeff Bezos, Amazon, same deal. Amazon leases out servers to Pixar to render computer animation. You're not shutting down Amazon servers. Facebook, same deal. So you're going to be dealing with a big corporation either way. And I would say get used to learning the rules. That's all I can say.
Yeah, that's why I laugh at the people that are like, just go to BitChute. It's like, okay, or what's the other one? There's a few of them. It's like, yeah,
there's
okay.
Gab for Twitter, and then there's BitChute, and
D2.
I want those to work.
D2.
I really do want those to work, but if they work,
not
I'm glad to
viable
be wrong. I am glad to be wrong about something negative, right? Like, I'm like, oh, BitChute, whatever. And then all of a sudden it's a success and people are like, ha, I told you so. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, let's do it. BitChute, fuck yeah. Mixer, Microsoft owns Azure. Azure Cloud Services runs shit tons of websites, shut down a ton of things. Like, what's BitChute even, right? Like, who?
I think the alternate option is to just get a sugar daddy.
Okay.
They can pay your bills. Then you can just make whatever fucking content you want.
Maybe 5G will come around and everybody will just tether all of their Wi-Fi together through their cell phones. We'll make our own little sub-internet before T-Mobile shuts it down. God damn, it's so complex. It's beyond us. It's gotten so huge since like the old BBS forum days. I remember there before Twitter. Yeah, let's go back to that. Easy boards, remember those? Yep. Web rings. Hundreds of forums you go to, you get banned from like 90 of them, but you'll find the one that you're at home at. You do whatever you want. Everything's hunky-dory. Nobody made any money, really. But, you could find a place to be. But now it's just the big three. I guess you got Reddit there, too. Who owns Reddit? Really? Like, I mean, not the CEO. I mean, like, who owns their bandwidth? Who owns their real estate on the information superhighway?
No idea.
Is it George
Some
Soros?
corporation.
Oh, let's get into that right now. I mean, it could be, but really, it's down to the people who own the real estate. I mean, there is online real estate, and they can shut down these little guys left and right like nothing. But the big companies, like, I mean, your cell phone, Android, comes with Google. Your Apple, iTunes. You go down the list. Your Microsoft computer comes with Edge. Skype, it has Skype built in. We're using Skype right now. Discord's free. OBS is free. That baffles me. I heard Microsoft has some investment in Discord. And I guess they're going to sell PC games through it. Maybe it's their way to... Okay, think about it like this. Google Video was a failure. They bought YouTube. Microsoft Store's a failure. Maybe they get Discord. Maybe they sell games through that.
Well, they actually bought... Microsoft actually bought Skype. Skype wasn't a Microsoft product from to begin with.
That's right. Yeah. It's
complex. eBay owned Skype before Microsoft did.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yes. We're going to move on to the next story. Judge orders suspect to have...
talk about more nerd shit, Ben. Video games.
Judge orders suspect to have mouth taped during sex.
I saw that.
That's fine. So here,
I came and took my cell phones yesterday, and they came and took all my property out my cell today.
Mr. Williams, I'm the judge in the matter.
Yeah, when you're in an orange jumpsuit, it's time to shut the fuck up. Sorry.
Shut your mouth, and I'll tell you when you can talk. You got it? It's the same rules we played by while we were here in trial, every time we were here for a pretrial. So just follow the same rules. Fair enough? So at this point, I'm going to hear from your lawyers, and that means zip it.
But you're not letting me
That means zip it, right?
Wow. His lawyer, he's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up.
Now,
you trying to...
Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't.
No. Does the comment quit talking? Do you understand that?
Because you're trying to take my life, Judge,
no,
and you're not letting me tell you what's going on.
Take your life for what? What do you mean?
It's not fair. You're trying to take my life.
What does that mean?
On the document.
Again, I'm going to interrupt, Mr. Williams. Listen to me. If we have to, I will gag you in 1 second. So listen, you will get a chance to talk. I'm going to gag you in 1 second.
This judge, though, is kind of a piece of shit. The way he's talking, he's like, what does that mean? What does that mean? He's like encouraging the guy to talk more. If he had a little more tact, he could just be like, I'm not going to listen to you right now. I need to talk to your lawyer.
I can tell this is in Cleveland because the guy has I don't know why they have this in a courtroom. They have a Jacobs Field picture up on the wall. That's where the Indians play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zip it until I give you a chance to talk. You'll get a chance to talk. I am going to give you a chance to talk. Here it is again.
Denigrate the guy. Like, you're the judge. You're not his dad.
Yeah. He's more powerful than his dad at this point.
Look, he shouldn't be
I'd be
talking
way
to
more
people.
likely to do what a judge tells me to do than what my dad tells me to do.
But the judge shouldn't be talking to the guy like he's a fucking little kid.
Who knows? Dude.
He's
I mean, this is where the video starts, right?
Rob, duct tape
Yeah,
your mouth.
Starts. Like, what happened before the video started? You know what I mean?
How long have they been at this? Have they been at this for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours?
That's the judge's fault. He's supposed to be the professional here, and he's talking like a fucking like bickering. He's bickering with the fucking guy.
Well, maybe the judge. I'm just trying to be on. But maybe the judge at this point was just he's dealt with it for hours, and now he's like, all right, dude, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to look at it from both sides of the coin.
And from that side, the judge should be like, I'm not going to talk to you right now. I'm speaking with your lawyer. And then hold him in contempt of court. Say, okay, you're in contempt of court. If he's going to jail for life and he doesn't care if he gets any extra fucking time added on, then, I don't know, listen to him fucking bicker for a while.
Right or wrong, when you're in court, you do what the judge tells you to do.
If you want the best possible fucking scenario to happen, yeah, the judge is in charge. But if not, you don't fucking bicker with the guy. You say, look, you're in contempt of court. You're in contempt of court. That's all he's got to say. And when to add time to your thing. If he's going to jail for life, then say, okay, look, this is over. Bang, bang, you're done. We'll take a recess.
Maybe
don't sit there and argue with the fucker.
Maybe he's just trying to fish something out of him. Maybe he's just trying to, poke poke the bear a little bit.
Judges aren't supposed to poke the bear. That's the fucking lawyer's job.
I know.
The judge is there to judge, not to budge. He's not the budge.
What kind of person seeks a position of power like that? There's two types of people. One that wants to be a judge to do the right thing, and other people that just kind of like swinging their dick around.
Yeah, this guy's obviously anal retentive, but the fact that he's acting like a fucking child talking to this dude is stupid.
So you said to me you understand this comment. Zip it. Right now.
And why don't you let it play about me getting shackled on the bus for a whole week? Let that play.
Mr. Williams will...
Mr. Williams, be very simple to gag you. You'll get a chance to speak. So
tell me. Black women just walked in here.
Okay,
so I have not been around.
Let's go back.
Peers.
I'm zipping. Anything you want to add to your insanity? And the jury came back with a verdict.
That's a violation of the HIPPO law, Judge.
Here we go. I'm going to tape it, and then I'll unzip it when I want you to talk, because the young lady over here can't take down everything. You know how this works. We've been in the courtroom at least 50 times as we prepared for trial. I'll give him a chance to speak, it says.
Take me out.
No, I'd like you to speak.
Mr. Williams, I want to make it real clear. If you spit on, attempt to bite, or injure any of my deputies, you're going to have a bad day.
Fuck. Yeah, they're literally going to tape his mouth shut.
Well, watch though. Like it's
they got
useless
the red
because,
tape too.
Put the tape on me, man. We done with this shit.
Oh.
That's what it is.
We're back on the record. Mr. Williams,
I think he could talk under it though. Yeah, look, it's right there.
Yeah, what the fuck? And they can't tape him.
He still has full, like, maybe it's touching his top lip a little bit. It looks worse than it actually is. He's still going to be able to drive the judge fucking nuts anyway.
This is a mockery.
Gag.
Right. The only way to really do it would be to like wrap it around his face a bunch of times, and that would be like that would keep him from breathing and shit.
At this point, a ball gag would be better. Yeah.
Right.
Put a fucking ball gag on the guy. Yeah, it's a sexual toy, but it works for a reason.
What if it turned him on?
If he had a big old raging boner and a ball gag in court, then he wins.
It didn't even stop him from talking.
That was the stupidest thing in the world. All these people are fucking children, stupid motherfucking idiots. This guy is being he's the criminal, right? He's the accused.
Yeah.
He should be the least fucking tactful person in the damn room. And you got 9 cops saying, if you spit or bite, I'll beat the shit out of you. And they're just like, tape him. 9 fucking guys couldn't get him to shut up after a slice of fucking tape. Come on, dude. Do better. How much money do all those motherfuckers get paid hourly for whatever 20 minutes of this fucking court case took? Dock their pay. They don't deserve to get paid today. This is fucking shit.
About $100 an hour, so
they all need to put $25 into the swear jar, or else put a bar of soap in their mouth. This is stupid. This guy's fucking. This guy's talking in court. You hold him in contempt, right? That's what you do. You don't fucking tape his mouth. You say, we're going to recess, dude. You shut the fuck up. Go have your lawyer talk some sense into you.
There's 100 better ways to handle this, but it is pretty funny that they don't know. Well, it's either he doesn't want to or he doesn't know. Either way.
It's hilarious the tape didn't even fucking work. Like, that's the punchline right there. The guy's sitting there talking after all that bullshit.
He got his 5 boys together. It's like, yeah, you ain't going anywhere. It's like, here you go.
And he has full control of his mouth. I remember I saw this a couple days ago. I'm like, the hell was the point of that?
Yeah,
pointless.
This guy could win a fucking cheeseburger eating contest with that tape over his mouth. Holy shit. Pathetic judge Budge. I expect better from you next time. Hope I'm never
Judge Joe Brown never had this problem. Judge Judy shut him up.
Judge Judy has that sass, right? But she ain't taping nobody's mouth. She wants them to talk shit because she knows she'll fucking get them back.
Here's the story I keep hearing a lot about now. It's the Nike shit.
Yeah.
People are so mad.
Oh, good, because people keep talking to me about this. I only have like a basic idea what's going on, so this should be interesting.
The NFL's regular season hasn't even started yet, right? Fans are already throwing a red flag when it comes to the anthem protests. That's because Nike has teamed up with Colin Kaepernick, making the anthem protester the face of its 30th anniversary Just Do It campaign. The former 49ers quarterback writing, quote, "Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything." The endorsement deal will feature him on billboards, TV commercials, and online ads. Not only that, but he will get his own clothing and shoe line. He currently does not play for an NFL team. Kaepernick kicked off the anthem protests in 2016 by taking a knee on the sidelines. He's currently suing the NFL, claiming owners colluded to keep him off the field after he was not signed by a team following the 2016 season. Many Americans already upset about the protests, now turning their rage on Nike.
Fucking losers.
Yeah,
He's
they're
on
gonna
fire.
They're torching their Nikes. They're cutting the symbols off of their fucking shorts and shit. They're like, this is already paid for. All you're doing is keeping this from hitting the secondary market, meaning people are going to have to go out and buy new Nikes instead of picking up the bullshit at the thrift store.
Fucking morons. Here's my $100 pair of Nikes. Let me burn them in protest, even though I just bought them.
And these
I've already failed it. That'd be like going to Chick-fil-A and buying like a whole bunch of chicken sandwiches and like throwing them in the fucking gutter and be like, "Got you, idiots."
Yeah.
Well, that's what they were doing with Tucker Carlson when he had the whole issue where that coffee maker Keurig, where they dropped him as a sponsor because of something he said. So you have these fucking assholes sitting there throwing their $200 Keurigs off of like balconies. I'm like, that's brilliant, dipshit. Congratulations, way to fight. You already gave them your money. They're already making the profit off of you, you fucking assholes.
Yeah, I seen a lot of friends on Facebook because, like, you know, I got a lot of rap friends.
Yeah,
they're like, let's go out and buy more Nikes. Let's buy more Nikes. Let's make up for these rednecks burning this shit. But the rednecks already bought this shit to burn. Like all these people that are aligned, like it's bought and paid for, and these aren't even the expensive Nikes. Like these are like what white people buy. They buy comfortable shoes.
I'll argue one thing. Their stock went down a little bit. It'll go back up.
Yeah.
There's very few successful commercial protests. Like Nestle sold baby milk or powdered milk to a country that had dirty water. A bunch of babies died. We all buy fucking Crunch bars. Didn't change shit.
Dude,
like name a boycott that worked.
You made a good point, though, because I remember when I was in high school, when a new pair of Jordans came out, all the black dudes would, like, take a sick day off of school and be gone, and then show up with brand new shoes the next day.
Like, the people who are kneeling with Kaepernick are the ones buying the really expensive shoes.
That's why they have him as their spokesman.
Yeah. It's a great idea to pick up Kaepernick. He's not even a current player, but like you're showing support for something that the majority of your base, I assume the majority of the Nike base, supports the kneel.
He's an icon, right? I mean, isn't that what Nike's been about for a long time? Like, you know, we associate our very illustrious brand name with sports icons.
Yeah. And
if we can only get them to stop making their shoes with slave labor.
Exactly.
Close to it. Like they're all being all noble. Like, yeah, we're gonna have Colin Kaepernick. Oh yeah, we have some poor kid in China making 5 cents a day in a hot steaming factory making the fucking shoes. Yeah,
I think China's even too expensive for Nike now because their economy grew. I think they had to go to the other third world countries. But exactly,
man.
Like we should have been protesting Nike in the fucking 90s, right?
They did, and it didn't
but
work.
The people protesting were the ones that didn't shave their armpits and ate patchouli all fucking day. Like,
Billy, like when a company puts out a good product and people want it enough that they have to boycott it, how long are they going to go without it? They're not going to go very long. They're going to burn their shoes like this, or say we're not eating at Chick-fil-A or whatever. Chick-fil-A is more popular than ever. Nike stock is going to go back up. This guy's brand of shoes, they're going to sell like fucking hotcakes.
Yeah.
Like you said, people are going to take days off to go get their Jordans because they're going to sell out of their size, and they got to be there. Like I mean, anybody, chat, whatever. Name me a boycott that actually got a company to like shut down and fuck off, like except for maybe like peanut butter AIDS candy, but that really wasn't a boycott. That was just poor naming.
I heard the Weinstein Company's doing really bad right now.
Oh.
Go ahead and say, hey, buy them our shoes. We stand with people who kneel for the national anthem. Not only am I burning my favorite pair of Nikes, you are burning your sales.
No, you're not. You already bought them.
You big dumb shit. That's my favorite pair of Nikes.
My least favorite and most uncomfortable part of going to any sporting event is the national anthem because I don't want to fucking stand up. Like I really don't care. Like I don't care at all. I usually try to make it so that I'm like in the bathroom when it happens or something.
Really?
Yeah.
I just sit.
It's just so dumb.
I just sit.
It's like forced patriotism.
Well, yeah.
And you get people giving you the stank eye if you don't stand up.
Give it.
And you pledge allegiance while you're pinching a loaf?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's how I pledge allegiance.
There's at least like 10 stories of people who can't use their legs that get yelled at for not standing up.
Or you could stand up and turn away and have your back to the flag. That'd be super cool. You'd be like a young Kaepernick in his prime.
That's a great way to catch a D-cell to the back of the head, Billy.
I welcome it.
What's funny is the people that are burning these sneakers that are acting all tough and everything like that are the same ones that will literally borderline cry if Starbucks doesn't have Merry Christmas on their cups during the fucking holidays. We're tough, you're such a beta male cuck. Oh, they don't have Merry Christmas on our coffee cups. I want it on my latte. Like, how could you be the same fucking person?
Two sides of the same coin, man. It's like the people who hated on Chick-fil-A, not Chick-fil-A's popular. Those fucking rednecks are like, hey, fucking Starbucks, I made you sign the cup of coffee.
I mean, if gay people made chicken as good as Christians, I'd go there.
There's also, it's not just the national anthem. Every time I go to a live sporting event, there's always like at least one soldier or veteran that they parade around that we're all supposed to like get on our hands and knees and kiss the ass of, no matter what. Seriously, they do it all the time.
Luckily, John McCain's dead now.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I hate that. I hate that because, like, that's an individual. That's a man or a woman with a name. That's a person, right? The national anthem's just a fucking idea. When you're trotting about a human being around, it's like, come on, man. Why you gotta...
Yeah, I want to see some motherfuckers play baseball or football or hockey or whatever. I don't want to pray to a flag. I don't want to do that. That's not why I bought a ticket to get in.
Yeah.
Well, and the funniest thing is that, you hear people, they're allowed to protest. Let's protest when it's convenient. And I'm thinking, that's not the fucking point of a protest. Protests are supposed to be inconvenient and make you feel awkward. That's why they're doing it. Whether you agree or disagree, they have the right to do it.
I agree. I agree they have the right and everything. Now, the difference between me and them is they're getting paid a lot of money to do that shit, and I paid to get in. Like, whatever. Like, I think it's their right, and I think they can kneel if they want. I don't give a shit at all. Actually, don't even play the national anthem. I don't want to feel like I'm supposed to do it when I fucking paid to get in there. You know what I mean?
Aren't the MLB, NFL, aren't they all getting paid by the
They did expose that, like that.
To play it?
Not to play the national anthem. That's been going on forever. Now, for years, they've been playing the national anthem, but the teams haven't been on the field in the NFL for the national anthem until recently. And it did come out that a lot of these huge these grandiose patriotic displays that they've been doing at NFL and MLB games were paid for by the military.
Yeah. And if you're the military and you want to indoctrinize people to have false sense of freedom in their country, respect for their country, you're going to want to do it at a place where people gather to sit in little fucking seats and watch some stupid, frivolous fucking game. These are all people that are followers. They follow their team. They follow themselves to fucking church. They follow their favorite NASCAR jacket with all the ads on it. This is the perfect place to indoctrinate people, Ben. I think the problem is you enjoy it.
If you go to like a hockey game and there's a Canadian team play it too, they play two national anthems.
Interesting.
Yep. Regardless of where you are. Like
they should play national anthems like at the beginning of a porn, so I know when a Russian chick's getting railed by a fucking American dude.
You wouldn't even know the Russian national anthem if you heard it.
I know how a Russian girl screams during ecstasy, though.
Is that what their national anthem sounds like? Anyway, going on.
Nike defending their choice, saying we believe Colin is
video games. Give me America's Army back. You know who's a good market for the military? People who play games are just like, this fucking red, yeah.
Well, that's what they do, right? That's the selling point when they bring someone into a recruitment center. They're like, oh, you like to play Call of Duty? You like to shoot them up? Do it for real. Don't do that bitch-ass video game shit. Do it for real. Exhilarating. Shoot them fucking...
It's exactly the fucking same.
Well, they had a game called America's Army, but it turned out mostly Chinese people played it.
Oh yeah, I remember what the hell happened to that game?
It still exists. It's just it's free to play, and most of the player base is Chinese because it's free, and they're like, hell yeah, this is great.
God, I remember people who didn't shut up about that a few years ago. I forgot that game exists.
It was free and fun. Well, I guess the military found out that when a bunch of like overweight, near diabetic, like pasty people like me go up to the recruitment center, it's like, man, you can't run half a mile. You're useless.
Yeah, what are
some
you
of those
gonna do?
sports guys?
Is one of the most inspirational athletes of this generation who has leveraged the power of sport to help move the world forward. But former Marine Joey Jones tweeting, quote, there is protesting and then there's the actual actions and words of Kaepernick. It's disrespectful to anyone to say someone who is patriotic or proud of a flag and anthem are supporting oppression in doing so. That's where he started and how he lost me. Other athletes in the Just Do It campaign include tennis star Serena Williams and the NBA's LeBron James. Both of them are outspoken supporters of Kaepernick.
Okay, well, those two are at the top of their game.
Kaepernick was close.
He was, but I mean, tennis and basketball are sports where, even though basketball is a team sport, basketball is the type of sport where one person can literally make a team. Football is not like that. You can have the greatest quarterback in the world, and if you have the rest of the players on your team suck, you're not going anywhere. And then tennis, obviously, is a singles sport.
Yeah.
Unless it's doubles, but.
Well, there's the Madden curse, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Nobody knows who's on the front of the box, but the team on the front's destined to lose and that kind of stuff. It's kind of funny how that works.
Oh, yeah, the Madden curse. There was like 4 years in a row where whoever was on the cover of the Madden game got injured and taken out for the rest of the season.
Damn.
Yeah. Told you video games cause violence. I mean,
Isn't that a thing with all EA sports games, not even just Madden, where whoever's on the cover of whatever sports genre ends up something bad happening, or they end up losing or getting injured, or I thought that went beyond just
probably does, but then again, people probably get injured like every couple of years in all these sports anyways. Can you imagine?
I think also they're getting somebody who is like at the peak of their performance, and when you run at peak performance, you're more likely to get injured over a length of time.
And by the way, Kaepernick was never. I mean, Kaepernick had one really good season where he made it to the Super Bowl and lost, and that was about it for him. So,
yeah,
he probably did more for his career kneeling than he would have done actually playing football.
It's true. Well, he made a bigger name for himself, and now this Nike endorsement, that probably pays pretty well.
I always thought of Kaepernick pretty big because the San Francisco 49ers were like the rival team for the Seahawks. So I always paid more attention to him.
Yeah, I think he was I think it was the year the 49ers played the Ravens in the Super Bowl, and that was kind of interesting because the coaches of each team were brothers.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be so fucked up to play against your brother in the Super Bowl and lose to him.
Did Peyton and Eli ever play against each other in the Super Bowl?
Not in the Super Bowl, but they played against each other before.
Yeah.
So, anyway, people are like, fuck sports ball.
Fuck a sports ball. Yeah, I don't really like sports ball either.
No matter what we talk about, people are going to complain about it. People are going to complain about everything. People complain about Rich. People complain about everybody.
And that's why I just play video games and I stay in my little corner of the internet.
I just don't even care anymore.
Yeah, that's a good attitude, actually. Nihilism on the internet will go a long way.
Oh, I got it out of my system before we went on the air. He heard me. Like
before we went live, Ben had a little meltdown. He was like, I'm fucking tired of these fucking critics. When the show hasn't fucking started yet.
Yes.
Then I had to duct tape his mouth shut.
Yep. And then I just talked through the bottom of it.
It was the worst duct tape job ever.
Yep. Got in my hair though. Anyway,
that's the worst part about being duct taped is when they have to pull your fucking little hairs out.
Shit.
I don't like it.
Football.
Could we talk about how the newscaster right there is like one plastic surgery away from looking like Skeletor?
Yeah.
She was
look
hot
at
though,
that.
10 years ago.
Her eyes don't match.
Oh no.
She has you could see she has no more neck to pull back, man, to make herself look younger.
I do
She's
not
starting-
like. Yeah, plastic
Her
surgery.
face is slowly forming into a medieval weapon.
Yeah, I don't like it. Plastic surgery is crazy. Obviously, if you were disfigured in an accident or something, do it.
That's different. That's different.
Yeah.
I don't like
But-
fake titties either.
I'll probably have to
Yeah.
get some plastic surgery if I keep losing
I mean,
weight, dude.
okay, the girl that was born more flat, she's more flat chested than most dudes. I can see why she would get a boob job, but a girl that already has a solid B cup, and she makes them into double D's that look like giant balloons that are about to explode. I just don't like that. I personally don't like it. I don't see how they can look at it and be okay
It's a game
with it.
changer, though. Like, those tits are an investment
If they're
in their
in
life.
porn or something.
Not even porn. If they're a waitress, if they do anything in life, bigger tits upgrade your entire experience.
To me, it's like Kim Kardashian's fake ass too. It might look good in some pictures if you pose right, but then when you see it in real life, it's a fucking monstrosity.
You ever see one of the butt cheeks get flipped
they don't-
around?
I was
And
just
they
about to
feel
say
like
that,
beach
Billy,
balls.
the butt cheek that flips around. The lady has it flip around and she pulls on her ass and goes flip and it goes
Yeah.
back in. It's fucking terrifying.
It's creep.
And by the way, sexualizing the Holocaust in the patrons chat is trying to trigger me. I know you're too busy making bullshit memes on the internet to actually pay attention to this, but Michigan has already lost their first game of the season and Ohio State won by 40 points.
Ooh.
So,
Mr. Six Figs, fake tits literally feel like beach balls. So
yeah, they're weird, especially when you
Yeah,
can feel
they're-
the weird bag inside of them.
Yeah. Oh, it's so gross, man.
I don't think we should judge the tits on a person because that's not what makes them a human being.
People judge my
it's what
tits
make-
all the time.
I know, right?
I don't know. Just as long as the pussy has the consistency of a spiral cut ham, I'm okay.
Oh God, ham will never be the same.
Oh
I'm
my
not even-
God,
that's
the
not
Holocaust
kosher.
will never be the same. Would you like
Can't
some
wait
big-
for Christmas dinner.
Oh no.
Yeah, but did you hear a lot of people are dying from those ass surgeries?
Yeah, because they get them from irrefutable sources.
Irrefutable means they-
irreparable. I don't know.
I'll have you know
what
that my
word do I need?
garage is a clean and sterile environment, okay?
Yeah. No. It happens anyway. It's one of the most dangerous cosmetic surgeries that they're doing.
The butt stuff?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's
Now
fucked
there's
up.
pectoral implants too, dude. I've seen little wiry guys getting
That's gross.
muscle
My
sack
favorite-
on and shit.
My favorite is the guys that inject the fucking. There's a serum they inject into their arms, and it makes their arms look fucking huge.
Synthol.
Yeah. That's those synthol injections. They are creepy as hell. You see a guy with these nuts fucking arms. It's because they put this bullshit synthol stuff into their arms. It doesn't give them any more muscle expansion or use. It just looks like fucking stupid chunky mountain arms. It's crazy.
Like Scott Steiner shit.
There was that. I believe he was Indian. There was that Indian guy who did it. You could see he's like a little pencil neck dork, but he said synthol like his skin looked like it was literally about to explode off. At him.
These guys get addicted to it. The same way women get addicted to plastic surgery and their face ends up looking like the Joker.
That is fucking scary. Remember how Joan Rivers looked towards the end of her life?
I'd still hit
that
it.
shit is fucking hideous.
I'd still bang.
No.
Nah, it's still
no.
I'd still bone.
Anyway,
I'd
I'm
still
moving
bone
on
Joan.
before you motherfuckers disturb the hell out of me anymore.
We're not talking about. We're
I
not
was
talking
going to be the
about
last person to put my flag on that mountain, okay?
The day before she died, I'd have hit it.
How about the day after?
No. No, I got rules, man.
I really like zombie movies, okay? It's hot.
Hey, what a joke would it be if you were into necrophilia and you were fucking a dead body and it came back to life? Wouldn't that scare you? That's a good prank, right? That's a good prank, right?
I mean, what you just said scares me.
I guess
Trump
like you're
tweets
pushing
new
it, right?
attack on Sessions. So Trump is attacking Jeff Sessions.
President Trump at the White House this Labor Day, minutes ago, launching new attacks on his own Attorney General Jeff Sessions, this time implying that Sessions is to
Oh, by the way, someone said Joan Rivers was cool as fuck. Yeah, she's one of the best female comedians ever. She just looks scary as fuck.
blame for a couple of Republican lawmakers running into legal trouble. Peter Ducey with the news live at the White House. Hi, Peter.
Leland, the president is lashing out at the Attorney General Jeff Sessions because of recent cases brought against two members of Congress, Chris Collins from New York and Duncan Hunter of California. So the president writes this about the potential political impact. He says, two long-running Obama-era investigations of two very popular Republican congressmen were brought to a well-publicized charge just ahead of the midterms by the Jeff Sessions Justice Department. Two easy wins. Now,
see, Trump thinks he can run the country the way he ran his business, which is like, don't do your job if it's going to get me in trouble. Is basically what he does to these people. It's like, no, they still have to do their jobs even though you're in charge. You know, if people you like are going to get in trouble or go down, that's just how it's going to happen. And he tried, you know, when he was getting investigated by Comey, he's like, what? No, you work for me. You can't investigate me. You're fired. And that's just fucking, yeah. It's bullshit. You're not the CEO of America, Donald.
Even as a CEO, like, he did a shit job. He would promise people things and not deliver. He would hire independent contractors and not pay them. He had the fucking Trump University that was a pyramid scheme bullshit.
I was approached by Trump University people in a parking lot once. It was weird.
He wasn't even good at business. He was good at the allure of being royalty, right?
Well, I mean,
he was American royalty.
He was born into a real estate empire in Manhattan.
Yeah.
But I mean, I got to give him credit. He did. I watched a documentary on him recently, and he was really good at talking the politicians in New York into giving him these huge tax breaks to revitalize parts of the city and stuff. So, you know, he did do his thing, and he had multiple failed ventures. When you're born into wealth, you have room for failure, like he did.
Real good at talking politicians into giving him breaks, aka I run beauty pageants and have top quality fucking whores that will come below.
This was
you.
before that. This was like when he was younger. And,
he was just
dude. He ran those beauty pageants for him.
Yeah, and then he traded them girls like baseball cards to the politicians so he'd get a little deal. It's all been nefarious, ill-gotten gains.
The thing about Trump is he hasn't done the most egregious thing in office compared to other presidents. But he's just such an outspoken idiot that he constantly makes himself a target. And that's really think about it. George W. Bush has done worse. He brought us into an illegal war that killed hundreds of thousands of people. Trump hasn't done that yet, but Trump hasn't done that. It's just that he sits on Twitter all the day just saying stupid fucking shit, and he just puts his corruption out there where at least other presidents are like, yeah, I want to keep my corruption like in a nice little closet that no one can look into. And that's the problem. You know,
right?
But continue.
Yeah. Right. See, that's what Trump is outwardly the worst president in my lifetime, and it's not just because of his it's not necessarily his decisions. It's just how he conducts himself. You know, I don't care.
Yes.
I don't care that he was banging porn stars and paying them to shut up. Like, I really don't care.
No, you think he's the first to do that?
No.
You think he just can't shut his fucking mouth. Like another president would rob a bank and you would never know they robbed the fucking bank. Trump would be like on Twitter, I'm going to go and rob a bank. It's going to be big, believe me. Where every other president would be like, I'm not going to say a fucking thing, so no one's has their eyes on me. That's the difference.
Right.
Because there is not enough time. Good job, Jeff. The president has said recently that Sessions is going to stay at the DOJ, though, until after the midterms. Something else on the president's mind, he is pushing back at the head of the AFL-CIO, Richard Trumka, after Trumka said this weekend that the president's planning to cut Canada out of NAFTA would hurt workers. So the president also tweeted today.
He kind of looks like Stalin a little bit.
He looks like the fucking mayor from Groundhog's Day.
That was Bill Murray's brother. Yeah.
Punxsutawney Phil. Shit, you owe me a Coke. Doorknob.
This looks like some guy's uncle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Richard Trumka, the head of the AFL-CIO, represented his union poorly on television this weekend. Some of the things he said were so against the working men and women of our country and the success of the U.S. itself that it is easy to see why unions are doing so poorly. A Dem. It appears the president caught a clip of this Trumka interview.
Our economies are integrated. The 3 countries in North America, the economy is pretty integrated. And it's pretty hard to see how that would work without having Canada in the deal.
But Trumka does seem to agree with the president that NAFTA can be improved upon. Leland.
I hate how they put urgent at the bottom. Like, really? This is urgent?
Urgent.
The whole
Trump slams union leader.
The way it's framed and the editing and all that, it's very just like it feels like something you'd see in a movie to where they're faking news, right? Like you're watching Transformers and it's like urgent, and I don't know, man.
This is Fox News, so you probably just described exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, true enough. I need a job over there. It looks easy.
They're running a narrative to put money into the pockets of their constituents. Like that's what Fox News is. It's not news.
I want to be the graphics guy. You know, every time like there's some mass tragedy and they got to make like a fancy explosive graphic to let you know that something horrible happened.
Yeah. My favorite was when there was like an old guy on Fox News and he was doing like a street report, and they had like these graphics that made it look like it was like mid-90s pro wrestling graphics. He was just sitting there being this fucking boring dolt talking about stocks or something. It was just the funniest graphics ever. Fox News is NASCAR.
I don't watch much news, so anytime I come on here and you guys show me this shit and I see all the production values, I'm like, what the fuck's with all the monitors? What's with this? What's with that? I just keep like dissecting it. It baffles me.
All right, so what is the latest on the trade talks with Canada, Peter?
President Trump wants the U.S. Congress to stay out of those talks. So he's got a warning where he says there is no political necessity to keep Canada in the new NAFTA deal. If we don't make a fair deal for the U.S. after decades of abuse, Canada will be out. Congress should not interfere with these negotiations, or I will simply terminate NAFTA entirely, and we will be far better off.
Wow.
You would think we would want better relations with Canada than Mexico.
Well, Canada charges more for labor, right?
Yeah, and it's that reason why you don't see Canadians coming across the border in droves.
Yeah. Maybe Trump's doing something here. He won't have to build a wall because he just sends all the jobs they were coming to America for down to Mexico, right?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't expect this at all.
That Trump is just giving Mexico better jobs.
I didn't expect he'd be pissing off Canada and being buddies with Kim Jong-un, and you know.
I didn't expect every person he brings into his cabinet to have a revolving door, kick him out. He's talking shit about him on the way out.
Except for Linda.
Linda McMahon. She's the real champion because he knows if he fucks with Vince McMahon's wife, Vince McMahon will bring Bobby Lashley and Umaga back from the dead to fucking wrestle in front of him at WrestleMania 38.
All right, we're gonna move on. Alex Jones claims he's a part of a stay behind network.
And I've been on the phone with the Pentagon. I've been on the phone with the Patriots. I've been in, because, you know, thank God the Army in the 50s, when they were trying to make us lose, when the CIA was trying to make us lose to North Korea and the Chinese, the Army got pissed then and created stay behind networks in America.
What kind of camera angle is this?
His voice is extra fucking crispy
creepy
today too. Like he just got done jacking off, and he doesn't have pants on, so he tilts the camera down to his table.
It's a tranny porn too.
That was just a pop-up.
You guys see him try to explain that one off too?
Yeah, that was hilarious. He said it was like a pop-up.
It's just a pop-up. I wasn't looking at pornography.
I get hundreds of ads for porn on my phone all the time. Like, then, dude, you're watching way too much porn then, because I'm a proud porn advocate and I get 0 ads on my phone with porn.
Yeah.
Also, porn's targeted now.
I walked in on my dad once smoking crack and watching porn on the computer, and he was scrolling down. It was like this. It was this hot Asian chick, and as he's scrolling down, like it reveals the chick's got a dick, and I walk in right as he sees the dick, and he's been trying to explain that one for like 15 years. I was like, Pop, I caught you looking at that dick, dude. He's like, it just showed up.
It just showed up. That dick just showed up.
He used the Alex Jones defense. I think Alex Jones smoking crack, looking at tranny porn.
I'm not one of those stay-behind networks. I just come from the same cloth as those people. And so I seamlessly merge right into it. And yes, I'll just tell you, we are a stay-behind network for America. It's the big secret. That's what we are. It's why they're after us. It's true. The Stay Behind Network support me.
Wait, hold on. That music is part of that episode? Oh, no.
Yes.
You didn't add that in? Wow.
No, I did not.
Oh,
this might be the
so
bumper music to lead him to a break here. It's crazy.
It looks and sounds like an 80s horror movie, but somehow it's in high definition.
I'm from a Stay Behind network. Most of my family was a Stay Behind network. That's why they hate me. I'm an American. I'm a Stay Behind network for America. I'm fighting the Chinese globalist takeover.
So could somebody explain to me what a Stay Behind network is?
Let's look up the definition.
Exactly. I think that means you got fired, but you kept talking in the microphone anyways.
I think he's just branding the fact that he's not on any of the major.
In a stay-behind operation, a country places secret operatives or organizations in its own territory for use in the event that an enemy occupies that territory. If this occurs, the operatives would then form the basis of a resistance movement or act as spies from behind enemy lines. Small-scale operations may cover discrete areas, but larger stay-behind operations... let's see... Okay, well...
So they roll over and pretend to be part of the system, and they're like, haha, we were resisting the whole time you were fucking us in the ass.
Yeah, so he's a stay behind. He's infiltrating America behind enemy lines.
Well, he's doing a great job staying undercover, you know what I mean? That low profile he's got going is right on point.
Because the Republicans control the Senate, the White House. They control the Fox News, #1 news network. Is it still #1 in America?
Maybe #1 in the nursing home common area.
But what the fuck is this guy staying behind?
They knew that we turned China over to Mao in 1949 and killed John Birch, who was an army officer who tried to expose him. They tortured him to death. And so when you say stay behind network, there were plans under Operation Gladio, which I don't defend what NATO did under that, whereas the Soviets would take over Eastern Europe or try to take over Italy, you would leave stay-behind networks that looked like they were working in regular jobs and media. In case the Soviets took over, you would then resist behind enemy lines. So it's behind enemy lines resistance fighters, carrying out total resistance operations using HUMET and using covert action. And so, long before I read about covert action and stuff, I heard about how the Air Force aided the CIA and basically stand-downs, and I'm not bashing the Air Force, they were new, in the turnover of North Korea to China.
All right, he's just babbling at this point. I'm going to move on to the next one.
I simply tuned out because at this point, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Yeah, he's out there.
Not a stay behind network. We're not on the main channels anymore. We're staying behind. We're here on our own app. We're number 3 on the iTunes store. You're staying behind. All right.
The U.S. freezes military aid to Pakistan.
The U.S. is taking action against Pakistan, freezing some $300 million in military aid as it accuses that country of just not doing enough to battle terrorist groups on its own soil. We're joined now by Niall Gardner, who's the director of the Margaret Thatcher Center for Freedom. Niall, let's start simple on this. Right move, freezing the $300 million in military aid?
Absolutely the right move. I think this.
I agree. Like, I don't know why. Why would we give Pakistan military aid at all? That's beyond me.
It's kind of weird that you're giving military aid to Israel, then Pakistan, then all the countries that fight each other at the same time.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, the country Osama bin Laden was hiding out in towards the end of his life, too.
It's kind of like betting going to like a boxing match and betting on both of the fighters at the same time.
Yep.
Like we're the paintball dealer, and we're giving the paintballs to the little kids to go around shooting themselves in the backyard.
Message to Pakistan, and for many, many years, decades even, Pakistan has been playing a very dangerous sort of double game here with regard to the war on terror. On the one hand, it has provided some assistance to the United States with the war in Afghanistan, allowing the supplies to move forward to NATO forces in Afghanistan. On the other hand, Pakistan has continued to provide a safe haven to a number of Islamist terrorist organizations operating in the north of the country in the federally administered tribal regions. And in particular, an organization known as the Haqqani Network, which is tied to the Taliban, has been given aid and support by elements of the Pakistani government, in particular.
We have a history of giving military aid to countries that don't even like us, and then later on, the very weapons we provided them with being used against us.
Yeah.
It happened because we gave money to Saddam Hussein to fight Iran, and then when we fought Saddam, he ended up using a lot of that same weaponry against us. We gave money to the Afghans to fight against the Russians when the Russians were having their conflict in Afghanistan, and then later on, the same weaponry was used against us. Yeah. It's fucked. It's dumb. We need to just stay out of it.
Because there's money to be made we need to keep the conflicts going because it's part of how we profit.
Yeah.
There's no stupidity here at all. It's done with intentions, for lack of a better term, without me starting to say things that I don't understand, but I understand enough that I could at least say that.
Oh, they kind of just paint it all out, right? Like, war is money, we build weapons, they fight, lands traded, people die, war starts again, more weapons made, repeat ad nauseum.
Pretty much.
Etc., etc., etc.
I'm going to go ahead and read the Super Chat and Streamlabs that came in. Billy, did you hear the new Eminem album, and what did you think of it?
I thought Eminem was a sweet boy. Peanut Eminem.
Because everyone's saying it's terrible. I haven't heard it.
It's not terrible.
I'm not like a huge fan, so either way, it wouldn't really matter to me.
The lyrics are good lyrics. That's Eminem. He always uses good lyrics. He called out some people on the CD, and MGK responded.
I don't even know who the fuck
Machine
that
Gun
is.
Kelly in Ohio.
Oh, yeah, I know who he is.
Machine Gun Kelly responded, and he actually had a nice little diss calling out Eminem, saying Eminem is a cranky old millionaire that needs to retire and stop picking on little kids, called Bully. And I guess Eminem's responding to that, and he said on Twitter that he'd be responding to MGK maybe later tonight.
Veins of Melody, $4.99. I had a 3-hour tattoo session Sunday night, and it still hurts. Here's money for sympathy.
Sympathy cash.
You have my sympathy. I've had 8-hour tattoo sessions before. It is no joke. Yeah. What else?
Hell yeah.
I've had 0 tattoos.
Let's see what else we got. We have, Manny said he was verified on Pornhub.
Nice.
I didn't know you were on Pornhub, Manny.
You showing off the hog, man?
I don't want to see. Your furry otaku, your taco. $2, another live show,
taco.
another small donation. Also, hi, Rich.
What's going on?
And then looks like we got some new patrons too. Thanks for becoming patrons, Colton, and then we got Violet Stoolbutter back.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we just got another Streamlabs, or no, a super chat. I mean,
we did.
Yeah, A. Joseph Stalin wants 20 million subs. Said why do I see Keemstar but not Hellbent?
You don't.
I know that motherfucker. He's great.
A. Joseph
Stalin, you'll get those 20 million subs eventually. The proletariat shall rise.
Look into my eyes. Let the proletariat rise. Scaries. Ba-boom, boom, ba. Is that a
I do read the Discord chat, by the way. I'm just waiting for something interesting to come up for me to reply to.
Ho.
But I can't see emotes in there unless it's one of the regular like smiley faces or something. So
Yeah,
like
earlier-
Mr. Six Figs, I can't see what
Earlier in the Discord chat, people were asking for a mundane Matt emote, and Manny replied with a flag emote saying, "This is the new mundane Matt emote." I thought that was cute. That was way earlier though, so we do read.
He needs to take advantage of this and embrace the memeness. It may actually help him.
He does to a degree now. Jeff Holiday took a picture of him trying to lift up a boulder, which was kind of funny.
He should sell his own flags though. Like that would be great.
With that face where they have him looking really goofy that I've seen in all the videos.
Yeah.
That would be perfect.
Maybe find a way to silk screen his face on the boulders.
Well, he could get a stencil and then just spray paint it on the boulders, right? With a stencil. He
Yeah, we can go to Mad Mountain.
Yeah, he can put him on the fucking Mount Rushmore. He can give George Washington a face tattoo. That'd be pretty ill.
Just get some pet rocks. My pet Matt.
My pet Matt.
Oh, selling pet rocks as merchandise. That would be fucking dope. Man, Matt, monetize your demise. Holy shit.
I mean, Darkside Phil could have sold like spank rags.
Darkside Phil is don't get me started on him, but he's beyond done.
I know.
He's painted himself into like the most incredibly small corner that I didn't know a human being could fit into.
Oh well, that's okay. Darkside Phil, video game guy, got caught beating off, career gone downhill. Used to play games on day one, made a lot of money, gone downhill. But he survived for so long that it baffles me. You know what I mean? For anybody who says like my YouTube channel said or whatever, look at Phil. Like people are saying, oh man, he's gonna go down in 2016. It's over with, and there it is, 2018, and he's still in there.
I don't know by what though, because if you guys understand numbers, which I'm sure all of you do, like I don't know, because he's not making a lot on Patreon. He gets no views on YouTube. I think his YouTube channel was demonetized, and I don't think his Twitch does that great, unless I'm missing something.
There's some big donors. I'm kind of in the same sphere as him, I'd say, as far as viewership and donations and all. They probably gets a little bit more than me, frankly, but that's not enough to pay for a house or anything
nice
like that.
House in Washington State.
Fills my gas tank and lets me do some nice stuff for my friends, buy some games on Steam, maybe like pay an employee so I can take a day off and play XCOM and hang out with you guys, right? That's what it does for me. So I don't see how it's paying for his house, but I want to know a secret. He should sell a book on how to survive with nothing. Because, I don't know, maybe it's just a bunch of credit cards.
He uploads, or maybe his parents are his bank, but he literally gets like 200 views a video.
Oh, wow. Never mind. I do better than him. Shit.
Yeah, dude. Like, even this is back even like 2016. I was like, how are you surviving? But he does. I don't know. I mean, he does. I know he does like weekly streams where he begs for like an hour straight saying that he needs support. Maybe that still works. I don't know.
I guess it can. Like, I mean, I still consider myself in the same league because I worked for other people than I do the game stream shit, right? It's self-indulgent. But there's some people that really take a shine to you, right? And they'll drop big bucks and they care about you. And so I treat them good. They're my friend. A lot of them are some of my best friends now. I imagine if I did go on and I cried, kind of like when Monday Matt read his YouTube letter. I got one of those too. It's a tearjerker, that one. Yeah, it makes people feel bad, tugs at their heartstrings, but like, how much can you do? Like, I've had women do that to me before, and I kicked them out the fucking door. I'm interested.
Yeah.
It's fascinating, though, isn't it?
Because like, how much can you so? Oh, no.
Oh, no, Matt Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
I love that face that someone took a screen cap where he looks like he's constipated and busting a nut at the same time.
Turn off that pesky sunblock.
Ben, I've seen you make a lot of really bold jokes, but this one might just be bolder.
You think so?
I think so.
What was so bold about it?
It's just a bolder joke.
Showing off my Photoshop skills.
It's cute.
Which are better than mine.
Mount Kilimat Jarbo.
All right, so
if you can't laugh at yourself when you fuck up, man, that's where you screw up. Like, again, I can say it over and over. Chris Chan, DSP, Matt, if they just laughed and, embraced it, yeah, people would still bully them and talk shit, and that bothers you, that sucks, but you're so much better off if you just accept the joke. If somebody thinks it's fucking funny, you make it funnier when you get pissed off. You make it funnier when you go on a stream and go, I'll show you my history. Then you just do it for even though it's gonna yell you the cross. I don't know what's going through. Oh man.
Yeah, I asked him if they taught him about that in any of the YouTube classes that he took at VidCon, and he said no.
He was no, or else I wouldn't be in this situation. I was like, well, here's a little extra credit, Matt. Next time you go to report somebody, do it on a different account than your main, you fucking dumbass.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Billy. There's tons of people that make alts and do that. Have any of you taken up those YouTube courses? I mean, they offer you money and they're $60 to 3 hours. And just
I think Chris Raygun asked Matt if he bought subscribers at the dinner we were at.
Really? I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
part.
I think he might have been out smoking.
Yeah,
or something.
I saw something out about that because all of a sudden he's losing a few hundred subs a day. Then bam, he gains 2,500. I just saw that.
Yeah,
and
Chris
subs mean shit.
Well, that's what Matt's answer was. He was like, Matt goes, Chris, come on, man. You know as well as I do, subs don't mean shit. And he's like, they don't up your views. They don't, the bot subs don't up your views. They don't up anything. And Chris like, yeah. And then I go, but they do mean something to a guy that cries when he gets 100,000 subscribers.
Oh damn!
Yeah, that's the rub right there for anybody who's trying to make a success out of it or takes her hobby and thinks I'm going to take it to the next level. They'll look at the sub thing as a business number. You know what I mean? It's like how many hamburgers McDonald's sold or something like it. It's a little trophy, right? But he took it a little bit seriously, and that spells a different. Dark Side Phil cries about money, right? And that's tangible. That keeps a roof over your head. He cried over the same letter we all got from Susan Wojcicki.
I never got that letter. I don't have a plaque. I don't have shit.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Rich.
Let's talk about the
I don't care. That's the thing is everyone's like, oh, don't you want your plaque? And I'm like,
Yeah. Look, it's a nice thing YouTube does, and I appreciate it, but to cry over it is kind of like getting a participation trophy at a soccer league and going, it's like, Daddy, I want it.
We're going to move on with the videos in a second here, but I did want to talk about one thing from that dinner that you just reminded me of, the Keemstar thing. So Jeff Holiday took a picture of most of the people that were there that night.
Yeah, well, he got a good picture of the end of the table. I think it was Matt, then me, then Repsion's girlfriend, Mr. Repsion, and Chris Raygun.
Yep.
I haven't watched it.
I wasn't there. I was off doing something else.
Yeah.
And then what was it? Keemstar was like some random hoe.
Well, yeah, Keemstar goes iDubbbz clone, random hoe, boulder flagger or boulder flagman or something, boulder mover, and then little bitch or something for Repsion. He just talked shit about everybody except me. He goes Billy the Fridge, and he talked shit about everybody but me.
But then he deleted it.
Yeah, he deleted it. And then Joyce Sparkles also commented on it, talking shit about. She's like, I feel bad for Billy the Fridge having to hang out with those miscreants. Those trash humans.
Whatever.
I was like, dude, everybody loves little Billy. I must mean I'm a sweet boy.
Yeah.
Poor
All
Billy.
right. Skinny guy, first time ever with weightlifting bar.
Everybody, welcome to Jake's Showcase.
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, as you know, I've been trying to improve myself in every area possible. And so one of those things is trying to get into, better shape. Now, one of the things is that, I've been trying to gain weight, and it's really hard to gain weight because I don't have or haven't had any weights. But lo and behold, what appeared just yesterday was a workout bar. Now, I've never used a workout bar in my whole life. And I'm really excited about it because I've watched a whole bunch of things about weightlifting.
Is there some cupping in those titties right now? Does he got some
fucking know?
Does he got some fucking A cups?
He has some lazy eye nipples. His nipples are in two different directions.
Have you guys ever played Dead Space? He looks like 1/10 of a necromorph. The claws are about the first side of his back.
Yeah.
man.
Oh my God, that's so true.
And I'm not real big. I don't really want to get into weightlifting too much, but I know that you have to have it to break down your muscle in order to grow. Now I'm only about 110 pounds approximately, right? But I'm trying to go up about 10 pounds, maybe 20 pounds at the most, and stay nice and lean as best I can. Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at my very first attempt ever at doing some of the exercises that I learned are the best 3. All right, so the first exercise is called the deadlift, and the second exercise is called the squat, and the third exercise is called the bench press.
What pills is he on? What are they giving him?
You have to be doing this knowing you're going into it trying to be a meme. Like this,
Yeah.
I can't picture this guy unless maybe he's slow, and I don't know if he is or not. He kind of looks.
No,
like
he's
he
way
might
too
be.
fast, Rich. I mean, look at him go. He's like that.
Well, he's like meth fast, but I'm not saying he may not be all upstairs, obviously. So, but you have to kind of be going into this knowing that, look, man, this video is going to get like 5 million views. There's no way. Like what are you showing off with being shirtless? Besides the fact you have the strangest looking nipples on the planet.
Like some people do like that self-awareness. Maybe. I mean, like look at his haircut. We've talked about it before, but he's got like Final Fantasy here, right? But then like his torso's like that of an A cup, like 40-year-old woman. Then he's got like oddly broad shoulders. Like his shoulders are all looking pretty good, and then his head's huge. And
there was one video we watched recently with this guy, and he was showing his house, and everything in his house was like gross, filthy. Like the oven stove had a layer of like poop-a-doop on top of it that was like obviously like it probably couldn't have been easily cleaned, but if he would have spent a day cleaning rather than filming, it wouldn't have been like that. So like that sort of mess makes me think maybe he's not self-aware. I don't think he just had a separate house which he could film from that he was able to dirty up for the troll effect. But maybe he is a little bit in on the joke, but I
don't think he looks like he doesn't understand what's going on. Like this is a real video to him. He also looks like before he filmed it, he had a battle with a fleshlight and lost.
God. Yeah, he got
It
sucked
looks like
right
somebody
into
tried to
oblivion.
pickle a human being.
Someone wrote in the Patriot or a Patriot chat, attack of the needle nipples.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh man, he's got a little grab by going in there. Yeah, it must be a little cold in his apartment. That's why he's next to the radiator.
I'm gonna let him teach us more about these 3 weightlifting techniques.
Now, the thing is that this apparently, I listened to the best guys. That apparently is the best 3 exercises for your whole body, right? So we're going to give it a try right now. It's totally raw, totally fresh. I've never done this before. So we're learning together. All right, so here we go. All right, let's take a look at the bar.
Oh, no.
Okay, so the first thing here is that this bar here
he's
is
shaped like an
45
egg.
pounds.
Isaac, make us whole.
I mean, look, man, I don't have, the uber masculine physique. I get it, but he's like literally shaped like an egg. Keep this going, I have to see.
Yeah.
I like his farmer tan.
He walks like a geriatric too.
So that's a lot. That's like almost half my body weight. So it's not no joking around.
My dad
here,
was a crab.
So I've never done this before, so I'm gonna try my best. All right. So apparently this deadlift, what you do is you just look. It's got cool grips too, eh? Look at that. It's got cool grips. Just appeared yesterday in my door. Okay.
Oh,
so here we go. So you put your
He's
hands
still
like
his
this,
balls full out.
and then you lift it up, right? And then you go down, and you gotta keep your back straight. And you go down
His
on one
nipples
here,
have a mind of their own.
right? And I'm gonna do 3.
Oh no.
Right? 2
They're encaved.
and 3.
They're yelling at him.
Okay.
Is he pregnant?
Okay, we'll do a side one too here. All right.
He probably has
Go down,
like, shit
nice and
backed
straight.
up
Keep
in
your
his
back
bowels.
straight. Your lower
Oh,
back.
that's his little brother
Get
that he
down a little
absorbed in the
there.
womb.
1, 2,
Oh, he has to hurt himself. I haven't seen this yet.
and 3.
Where's the weights?
What is he even trying to work out? His back? His lower back? Because that's what he's doing.
He's gonna give himself scoliosis.
You're born with scoliosis.
All right. There we go. Okay, now the next one's called the squat. Okay, so you keep your feet kind of the same, and you put it in the back here, not on your neck, but on that muscle. And this apparently is like the best exercise you can possibly do.
Trust me, I fucked that up a
so
whole
you go
lot.
like this, right? And you just go down till your butt is like out and up, right? And down and up and down.
I'm so uncomfortable watching this.
Right, and up. Okay, I'll do side 2.
I'm kind of hard.
Okay.
You're going to lose
Down.
the deposit on your apartment, asshole. Watch that
And
door.
up. And down. And up.
This is like a bad 80s workout.
Down. And up.
This could benefit from the montage treatment.
Like it's 86 and he's actually auditioning to be in one of those videos, actually.
Last one is supposed to be the bench press. I don't have no bench, but I'm going to try
No shit.
with my chair here. Actually, I'll put it up first. All right. There you go.
God.
Put it on.
Oh, no, please.
Watch out.
All right. Get underneath. Right. Put your hands like this. Okay. And
Oh, I need a spot.
one.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
I mean,
Two.
there's no weights.
And 3. Oh.
Oh,
Well,
hell
there you
yeah.
go.
Getting
You guys saw it
torn.
first. You gotta try. You gotta try in life, don't you? You gotta try. Try to make your life better all the way around, right? Learn about the exercises. Try the best you can. Okay, I do videos on Wednesdays. Like my video below and subscribe up above. Thanks for watching Jake Showcase. You have a wonderful day.
Yeah, like his video so you get a phone for that's not for like from 2007.
There's tons of shit like this on YouTube. This is just one of the unsuccessful ones. Like,
I mean,
you'll run across a lot of these folks.
I mean, I kind of feel like a dick because he's trying to better himself, but it's just amazing how people also lack self-awareness. I mean, if he's all there upstairs, like, and then I'll feel bad too. If he's slow, I'm being a dick there too. But if he's not, it's like, come on, dude. You know,
Rich, just embrace the fact that you think this mutant's funny.
He has
And
too
just,
much
you know,
energy.
Yeah, I'm a
own it.
dick. I'm trying to be nice, but I'm a dick.
It's
has
worse
too
when
much
you try to
energy.
like validate it. You know what I mean?
True.
He has too much energy and positivity for us to feel bad making fun of him, right? Like, if he was moping around, then we'd probably be like, oh, we don't want to add insult to injury. But this guy's fucking, he's doing fine. He looks like a former child actor that got locked in the basement for 20 years. But, like, his mind state is in a happy place. We can pick on him all we fucking want.
I want to see his, like, you know, a medicine cabinet, frankly.
It's probably full of dead mice and ring pops.
Ring pops?
Yep.
He
Why
tries to
ring
give them to
pops?
ladies to ask them to marry him.
Yep.
Well, you marry me.
you know he has like 13 different like dating profiles on like Match.com and like
Oh
plenty
my
of.
god!
I bet you this.
Let me just
same
angle the
account,
face just right. Don't show my body just like here with the hair. There we go.
I bet you the same account catfishes this guy and Corpse Midget.
Oh yeah.
He's accidentally catfishing himself. He doesn't realize it.
One quick announcement I forgot to make earlier. If any of you guys use Spotify, we're on Spotify now. If you don't, if you wanted to catch the audio version, but you don't use SoundCloud or anything like that, we're on Spotify now. So just search Drunken Peasants on there and you'll find it.
Check it out.
We recently put it out there and we're working on a dedicated Play Store and iTunes app and all that out there too.
Someone put together a Spotify playlist for the show.
Someone said, Ben, get Dusty Smith on here. Honestly, I've been trying to get Dusty on for a while. I'd like him to be on, actually. I would genuinely like Dusty Smith to come on the show. Like,
Why not? Have an argument with him or some shit. Or
I don't
get
even want to
along with him.
argue with him. Me and Dusty have hung out in person. We had some drinks together for a couple hours. We got along really good. I have nothing against the guy whatsoever. I think he says dumb shit to get attention, but that's his business. I mean, that's what he does. So I like that too. He's entertaining. He's smart. I like that.
No, the fact you can hash it out says a lot. You know what I mean? A lot of these people, they hang on to their little fucking internet grudges. It gets really, really sad.
Yeah.
You should have Keemstar on to debate me. Speaking of internet grudges that he won't
I'll
let
have
go.
him on. Oh, man, he probably, I guarantee you he's already heard now. Like, it probably took 3 seconds for someone to be like, Rich is on Drunken Peasants right now, is talking shit about you, and now he's trying to find out how to get in
And the
here.
thing is, I've even admitted to, like, there was like some stupid shit that I said about him and made videos on him about that was unnecessary. But I think what were his exact words about me? I'm a terrible YouTuber or a scummy YouTuber, something along those lines, something quality like that. So it'd be interesting to hear his take on me now.
Yeah, like Billy's friends with Billy's like the weird bridge. He's Billy the Bridge, actually.
Just the bridge.
Billy the
Yeah.
Bridge. Well, he's
Because
losing weight, so he's not a fridge. He's a bridge.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, so he's buddies with Keem, he's buddies with Onision, he's buddies with Martin Shkreli, he's buddies with Hitler, he's buddies with...
You're buddies with Martin Shkreli?
Yes,
That's
he
my
is.
boy.
He is.
I would have never imagined I'd ever speak a word to Lacey Green until I came on here, and it was a pleasant experience. She's a nice
Lacey
lady.
is so nice.
Yeah.
She's a good time to like go to the bar and hang out with too.
Yeah, she's a
I never
solid
thought I'd be
drinker.
drinking with Lacey Green like ever in my life. But
She can
yeah.
hang.
She talked to
Yeah.
me for a good 5 minutes after the show, and I felt bad hanging up because I'm like, hey, it's fun.
I heard
fun
she's
broad
really
to talk
cool.
to. It's good.
Yeah, she is really cool, and she also she'll like walk in her room and just fucking start shit with everybody, and then finish it. Like she won't back down. Like I respect that in a human being that might be outnumbered. Like she'll walk in a room full of skeptics and
True.
just keep her peace up. It's fucking dope. I respect that girl, and I once called her a cunt on a video.
You're also buddies with Sam Pepper.
Sam Pepper. Yeah, I got a lot of good friends.
I
Yeah.
just love seeing these internet people duke it out, then realize they're human beings and get a little bit tired and be like, you know what, hey. Let's
I mean, the thing about
have a
YouTube is
beer.
everybody, not only is everybody a human being, but everybody is like not professional. Like Mundane Matt is like a professional YouTuber, right? He's the guy that wakes up and goes to school.
Jesus Christ, that took you. All of a sudden, my phone buzzed. I see a Twitter announcement. How would you like to see a debate between RTU and Keemstar? Jesus.
Yep.
Oh, snap.
Word travels fast. And I'll tell you what, Keemstar's the only guy on YouTube at his level that I'll literally see go into like a small channel's hangout or whatever.
Oh yeah. Look at what happened with Mundane Matt.
He went into, because I'm not trying to diss on Pitmonk, but Pitmonk has smaller streams, usually with like less than 100 viewers. And Keemstar fucking showed up one time on Pitmonk's stream.
Yeah.
Because Pitmonk was talking shit about him. You know? So he'll do that.
That's
fun for him.
I know. I've followed Keemstar back before he did the Drama Alert thing. He trolled people in video games, right? I can't. Well, the name of the place, it starts with the F. You figure out the rest of the fucking 3-letter acronym. Anyways, it's funny shit. The guy, cut his teeth on fucking with people on the internet over microphones.
The Federation of Asshole Gamers
And
was
where I
where he
have
started.
to give him credit where credit's due, and this is the thing. I'll be objective and give him credit. Like he survived being on an iDubbbz content cop. Like he still has a career after that.
Well, Content
Like, look-
Cop really hasn't killed anybody, have they? Like,
Leafy. Okay,
But
just
Leafy kind of like
YouTube
YouTube
killed
also
himself.
came in.
you can't even blame straight up with Leafy. The Content Cop was a dip, but he came back numbers wise. And then YouTube switched the algorithm when Vine went out of business, and they turned the algorithm to support all the Viners coming back to YouTube, and bringing their fans in, and people who use clickbait and internal search engine optimization for their videos getting viewed, clipping and commenting commentary channels got ousted out, and it was the everyday bro uploaders that brought outside eyes to YouTube that the algorithm benefited at that time. YouTube switched the algorithm to kill channels like Leafy and Rice Gum and iDubbbz even, but the iDubbbz and Ethan and Gila H3H3, they had a growing base on Reddit, so they got to stick in the algorithm because their shit would hit the top of Reddit and bring in outside eyes to YouTube. The way that changed at the end of October was to hit outside eyes, not like your current subscriber base watching your videos meant the algorithm would push the video because other people outside of your base were interested in it. So these guys were able to rise from that, where Leafy, he was all about the clickbait in his own fervent fan base. So he went overnight when the algorithm changed, and everybody talked about the algorithm change. Keemstar got hit by it at the same time too. Onision, a lot of people got hit on the same fucking day. Drunken Peasants.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Myself, we all got hit at the end of October, and it was like the rise of the Vine stars. That's when Jake Paul, Logan Paul started shooting up in numbers, and Tana Mongoose, everybody started shooting up because they switched the algorithm to benefit those people. I think particularly to kill the cyberbully channels. And Leafy went from a million views a video easy to 100,000 views overnight. That was amazing. That was not iDubbbz.
Because Jake Paul and Logan Paul are pretty shitty with some of the stuff that they do too.
Yeah,
you know, it's like let's stop the bully channels.
Exactly. And now YouTube switched the algorithm no longer to benefit them. They're now benefiting the more evergreen content. That's why you see more animators rising up in YouTube right now.
Yeah, like fucking Digby.
Yeah.
Digby's like getting big.
You see the not the daily content that they were in, but the people who spend more time on their videos, make documentary style, the shit that will last years down the line, as opposed to the bullshit that was big with the Vine stars, the vlogging that came through. That changed recently.
Yeah, well, I can tell you from personal experience working on Planet Dolan, like the countdowns don't do what they used to do. Top 10s were a thing. You know? I mean, that was part of the whole issue. Lots of people did those, and we do storytime videos now from Reddit. So like you said, you bring in outside traffic from Reddit, you apply to the new algorithm that's animated, or in this case I think more storytelling, to where it's like you said, evergreen, but animation takes too long to produce. But if you got a single image and a mouth flap and you move on, and it's really simple, you can knock them out once a week, and if you don't get burnt out, you'll survive. But I'd say the real dark part about that is the commentary thing that we're doing. That's easy to do every few days. Imagine making a new cartoon every 3 weeks or every week.
But I think the algorithm benefits that now, as long as your content is highly valued content. Like if your watchers sit and enjoy it more, you don't want to have that everyday content anymore. I think the Nerd City was the guy telling a few people that if you make everyday content, that it's going to destroy your channel. And you remember how a break in between stuff now.
Sorry to interrupt, but remember how much Grade A Under A hit up? Like he just
what the hell happened to him? What the hell happened to him? That's a guy I forgot.
I heard he had like some kind of meltdown or something. I didn't really know that much about him personally.
Like he was getting millions of views a video, and then he just gone.
What happened was the demonetization thing. Demonetization and the views that he suffered the view drop that Leafy did at the same time. And the demonetization hit, and like I would talk with him and Leafy on Skype calls for hours every night about this shit as they were dropping down. And finally one day, it just wasn't worth the money or the time, and they didn't need it. They had other work to do. That's why they both left. Grade A, Under A, and Leafy is here. Still talk to each other. Like the Grade A is the only person Leafy really talks to out of YouTube anymore. I talk to him every once in a while about
People are begging for a screenshot of this, so here they go. Enjoy.
Yeah, I was about to say, I love that we're having this retarded conversation with this handsome gentleman on the screen. It really frames it great.
Nipple nuts over here.
Self-indulgent jack-off conversation is like, yeah, what about YouTube? Blah, 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 blah. And this guy's like, yeah, I love what's in my bar.
JonTron disappeared for a good reason though, but when JonTron comes back, his content is hot. It blows up. Like he disappeared for months, and then he came back with some heat.
He's fucking. Well, I think is he's just so fucking hilarious. Like the Flex Tape video is brilliant. Yeah. What does it have? Like almost like 30 million views too. Like that's the thing. Like people just know. Okay, JonTron will make like 2 videos a year at best, but they'll be good. So I think that's why he retains his viewership.
Hey, when you got raw talent and you know how to market it, it doesn't matter what algorithm is going on or anything, man. You'll bust through it. It's just like Billy was saying. If you can just do it on your own, you're good to go. Like you might get a boost like some of these storytime channels might be because YouTube's like, promoting them a bit. But if you're pulling in traffic off Reddit or anything like that, you're going to do great. There's this other guy. Have you guys heard of Airsoft Fatty?
Yeah.
Yes.
Rings a bell. I don't know who he is, but that name rings a bell.
Well, I mean, normally he would just be somebody that was passed over. He got on Tosh.0. I mean, he hasn't gone anywhere big or anything like that, but he's a good example of how if you do something entertaining enough, you can get somewhere and you don't have to be, slave to whatever, content, revenue scheme that's out there. You can find a way if you're smart enough. I think he's kind of lost it, but these other folks, they've figured it out. You know what I mean? They pull in the content. Keemstar is the best example, I guess, I can come up with. He's survived being banned. He survived doing the trolling phase. He does Drama Alert now, and he's to the point to where he can actually talk with people on YouTube and help folks out. Like, that's pretty
He
amazing.
survived a tsunami of hate where it was literally for I think 6 months on end. Like, he was just getting shit on from every angle.
Yeah.
Like I was like, man, I guess he's done at this point, but he bounced back.
I thought I saw Keem done a couple of times.
Yeah.
And he always bounced back, and now he's doing better than ever. 4.2 million subscribers. Like when he got hit back then, I don't think he had hit 2 million subscribers yet. And he took that big hit when misdiagnosing the pedophile guy.
Yeah.
I remember that. I
thought that was going to be the end. When the Alex tape came out, like I was there live when he said that Alex is a N-word thing. I'm friends with Alex. I've hung out with Alex many times in real life. He's a buddy of mine. And when that happened, I fucking hated Keem. And that was almost 10 years ago now. But the video resurfaced a couple years ago, and I thought that would have been over for him. But he handled it and kept moving on. And I think holding Keemstar down is not possible. I think he had Leafy and Grade both turn on him and try and crush him. They pushed Scarce to fucking crush him. They did a lot to try and destroy him, and he came through. The content cop didn't destroy him. All that stuff. Everybody hated him for a while. Now he's fucking up there. He's one of the good guys right now, and I think it's because he tries to be. He makes mistakes and he tries to fix them.
The internet never forgets, but the internet stops caring. So as long as you just do the funny and make the nice thing, you're good.
Yeah, Mo, if you could still entertain, I think the people who don't survive if they're on a content cop or whatever, or get into some drama, or they just didn't have the content to back it up anyway. You know what I mean? And there's many things you could say about Keemstar, but one thing you could also say too is that he knows how to be engaging and keep people entertained. And I think that's why part of the other reason why people are like, all right, he may have done that to piss me off, but I like watching his shit, so I'm going to continue watching it.
Well, he doesn't fake the funk at the end of the day, right? So, people are going to come back to him. It's kind of like how people say, oh, fucking Taco Bell, McDonald's is garbage. I don't take any of that shit. But then they go. Why? Because the company don't stop. It keeps going. It keeps going. It keeps going. It changes. It moves. It does this thing.
Taco Bell. Man, I would love Taco Bell right now. Oh, my God. Please don't bring up Taco Bell anymore. Oh, my God. Oh, my, don't talk about Taco Bell. Come on, man.
You're talking about it more than he did. He's like, for Taco Bell, please don't talk about Taco Bell. Please
Ben's
don't
over
talk
here
about
off the
Taco
mic
Bell.
like Taco Bell. I'm like, come on, man. Come on.
He's having someone bring it. Wow. All I see is this floating head with a beard, and then I heard that voice. That was frightening.
I might go to Chipotle.
I'm just here for fun, man.
I enjoy doing these. What is it? The first one I was ever on when doing this, we had a blizzard with no power, so I was on my fucking phone with a battery.
Yeah, I remember that.
You came through in a clutch. That was rough.
Yeah,
people always. I'm sorry for interrupting. People always try to be like the stream captain in the chat. They're like, "No, we don't want to watch this. It's time to do something else." I was just checking to make sure that the volume, everyone's volume was balanced right. It sounds okay to me.
Okay.
I'm having fun. Isn't that what it's fucking about?
Yes. Thank you.
We'll move on for a $100 super
No, I'm going to check myself off a bit more. When I did the Planet Dolan stuff, I signed up because it was fun. When I did video game shit on YouTube, I did it because it was fun. If I came on here to blow a bunch of people and have people praise me and suck my fucking toes and shit, I would start some kind of, I don't know, porn channel, like I do Joey's World. I don't know, Joey's World Tour or something. I don't know. But
Our buddy Manny is verified on Pornhub. If you need an in.
Hardly anybody really successful seems miserable at the end of the day, and even some of the people who are like not successful are having fun. If you're having fun, you're doing good. I mean, don't treat your audience like shit, but fuck
some
it, have a good
audiences
time.
are into that sort of thing.
All right,
though.
I'm gonna play a fucking video. Here it is.
Hey everyone, it's Joey Reviews.
Oh no!
Fuck you, Vic.
Oh no!
Did you have this queued up, or did you hear him drop Joey's World Tour and then?
Today, muchachos are doing the Pop
Whoa.
Rocks Challenge. That's right, the Pop Rocks Challenge. Pop
He
Rocks
gives
with
fat people
Soda
a bad
Challenge.
Is he gonna die?
So this should be a fun one.
You know he's
there's
got a
8
heart
packs in
condition.
Here, so I'm gonna throw 8 packs in my mouth. And so check this out. Okay, muchachos. So I have 8 packs of Papa Rockies.
God.
So I'm gonna throw some Pop Rocks in
Papa
this cup here
Rockies?
to make it easier to swallow. We got
Yeah.
blue. we
Orphan
got,
down. 8 more.
He's gonna die.
green.
You gonna die, honky?
We have original cherry.
Your mama's
And by the-
snatch is so nasty, even Joey's World Tour wouldn't eat it.
I did have this already queued up, by the way.
You did? That's
Yes.
crazy.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I just got him on the brain lately, I guess. I don't know.
And,
He's having
so
fun
we have
like
like
he loves this
8 of these
shit.
packets, and I'm throwing it in this cup, and then I'm gonna
Eat
throw it
your
down my
slop.
throat. So I'll be right back with you.
What's up,
Doing the Pop
muchachos? I like how he made a backdrop
Challenge.
out of his blue fucking work coat to hide all the garbage in his
So what do you
car.
think about that, muchachos? Pretty sweet stuff here. So you can see the Poppy Rockies.
The Poppy
and of course you need
Rockies.
Coca-Cola
Oh, God, you're gonna die.
to do this. The soda
do
for
it.
carbonation. So
Don't
I'm gonna
do
open
it,
this up.
Joey!
My stomach would turn into a fucking balloon.
His stomach is a balloon.
And I got
I need like
Mexican Coke.
footage of a hydrogen bomb going off after he drinks it, so I can just splice it in there.
Yeah, for real.
from Mexico.
You're gonna die, Joey.
That
Don't
might make
do
a
this.
difference. I don't know. So here we go, everyone. This is Pop Rocks
least he's not
/ Soda
shoe nice,
Challenge
huh?
from Joey's World Tour.
Oh, shoot, nice. No.
The whole point with Pop Rocks is to put it in a bottle because it shoots out of the bottle like a volcano. It won't do that with the cup because the cup's not aerated the same as the bottle is. But it'll
If
still
this
fizz
were-
and shit. I
If
still
this
want
were
to see the
shoe nice,
fucker
those would
drink
be
it.
Crack Rocks instead of Pop Rocks.
Yeah, I want to see the Pop Rocks in the bottle. Dump him in the bottle and he gets that bukkake.
What about Diet Pepsi and Mentos? You ever seen that
He'll,
shit?
he'll die. That will kill him. That will kill him. He wouldn't.
Please
do
share,
that.
like, subscribe, and tell a friend about this.
Tell
Here
a
we
friend.
go.
We're telling our friends.
Almost
This
goes
guy
down my
about to
throat.
die on screen. Oh no, Joey! No!
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
What if you were with a girl of your dreams and you're going down on her and her vagina looks like that? That ruins everything,
Hell
right?
Yeah.
That ruins everything. It's got Pop Rock fizz.
That's the kind of face that'll make you flaccid for a month.
Time to dive into Flavor Town.
Yeah, my boner is going inwards now and poking me in the asshole.
Oh god, it's so fucking gross. I can't handle it.
We gotta watch it. I gotta see what happens. He's gonna die.
Drink it.
He's gonna die. He's gonna die.
This is the opposite of keto right here.
This is pedo.
Oh shit.
He's going into ketosis.
Now he has fucking rabies.
Yeah. The vagina just orgasmed.
This is where the zombie outbreak starts, man. It's all Joey.
Oh, you gluttonous
Spilling
pig.
it all over. Why in the car? Like there's like a parking lot. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh.
A mess.
He's playing like this happy reggae music in the background.
I know. This is Joey's world over.
Well, you know, if you put like sad, like somber music over it, it would have a completely different tone.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm fat, but it drives me crazy when fat people exploit their fatness for, well, this.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all because I used to do it too.
Yeah.
I think
You
it's a form of comedy, right?
He
Like,
has several videos on his channel of him like eating like giant, disgusting sandwiches and shit.
And one thing about obesity and humor is it transcends any language, right? Seriously though, a regular comedian is only really funny in the language they're in, but a fat comedian, he could be sitting there and making the whoop, 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 pop, 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 faces and stuff, and it doesn't matter if you speak English. You're watching this guy and you're laughing. He's drinking the Mexican Coke and you're feeling like, somos unos gordo loco type of thing. You love him regardless. His comedy is worldwide, international, or you hate him regardless. A lot of people inherently hate fat people, so he's getting both audiences right now.
Despise him.
He's like
You're
Howard
not wrong.
Stern.
You should put on where Shoe Nice eats a habanero pepper. I think he just did that. Like he's back and sober.
There's also the people that favor fat people too.
Yeah.
I'm you do that a lot.
I'm pro fats.
Yeah.
I'm like, only reason I'm talking
I
shit
like
about
this
Joey
because he's just fatting around.
Only reason I'm talking shit about Joey World Tour is because I feel like he was gonna kill himself with that Coke called Pop Rocks. Otherwise, I'd be like, he's just fatting around. But I thought he was gonna die. He's more than fatting around. He was about to go nuclear.
Self-harm on YouTube, but you can eat like 18 rotisserie chickens and stuff a habanero pepper up your asshole, and that's okay.
Yeah. But like, you can't eat a Tide Pod.
It's an enema.
Yeah, it's just look. There's tons of playlists I find. It's really easy to find little channels of people that are doing the Joey's World Tour thing. It's much more sad because they have no music. There's like two $90 window air conditioners and a cat that's like pooping all over the floor. There's this one video that had like these 5 fat people and the chihuahua crawls like under where the fat lady's about to sit down. I swear to God, she just like sits on him, and he's just gone for 2 weeks.
Damn.
And then another video comes out 2 weeks later, and the camera's panned slightly to the right, and the whole entire hallway's full of dog turds. So it's like the house looks normal from this angle, but then like the camera just got like bumped a little bit. And there's the trail of dog turds coming into the fucking living room.
Dude, there was one time a long time ago that Repsion was doing like a cooking video. And for some reason, he thought it'd be a good idea during his cooking video to do a close-up of the big pile of dog shit on the floor. That his dog left.
Really?
Yes.
So
I even asked
gross.
him about that. I'm like, that doesn't make... Yeah, that doesn't make for a good cooking video.
It's funny, but it also raises concern, right? To where Joey here, he's just a fat guy having fun, right? I assume if he's not having fun, he's at least putting on an act, right? Shoe Nice is
making money.
tragic.
But yeah, I've had some interactions with Shoe Nice, and he definitely is a sad story, right? Like I remember seeing him on Twitter, like I think it was maybe 6 months ago or something, and he was like calling out Ethan and Gila from H3H3 with like anti-Semitic remarks, just trying to get attention. It was like I hope he's clean now, because I assume he was just drunk and fucking trying to get some juice. He's a guy that wants to be somebody, right? Like he wants to be the entertainer. He's the little kid that eats the fucking giant sandwich at lunch, at the lunch table, to make the other kids cheer him on. He's Bruce Bogtrotter from Matilda. I was him.
Though that's the catch.
Did you see his Vice video they put out about him?
I was just about to say he was on Vice. Like, what the hell happened?
And then on Vice,
having a channel.
But on Vice, it was like they were chasing him through hotels, and he was trying to collect money for like some frivolous charity thing. It was just, it was sad, and you could see like there was probably no rainbow or pot of gold at the end of his rainbow, you know.
The only sadness with Joey's World Tour, and that's why I make fun of it. That's why I made fun of it before Ben brought it up, even though he had it queued up. Was that Joey's World Tour sadness is framed by himself. And this is all his act. Not unlike a Chris Farley, not as funny, but still same concept, right? Sort of. Although he died of a drug overdose, too. Let's just pretend there's nothing wrong with Joey, okay? Bear with me on this. If this is just his thing, and this is just his stick, and this is just his act, it's unhealthy, but hey, he's having fun. That's good. But with the Shoe Nice thing, he took it to a different level to where it was really entertaining to start with. It's like, damn, he's drinking paint thinner. Holy shit. To like, are you okay, dude?
Yeah. It went too far with Shoe Nice, which he's probably not going to fucking troll me because I'm talking about him now. That happened a while ago, too.
I'm going to put
Bring
the
it on,
timer
I
up
guess.
because the end of the show is coming up here. If you guys want to send any Streamlabs, that's cool. If not, we're going to end the show in about 15 minutes, and we're just going to keep talking like we are now. Because why the fuck
Hell
not?
yeah.
And then also remember, this video will not stay up on this channel. It will be taken down temporarily and put up on the main channel. It's been like 2 months, and you think people would catch on to that, but no.
Yeah.
No, they don't, man. They don't. Doesn't matter how devout of a following. If you tell them to go somewhere else besides the main channel, most don't come.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're telling them to go to the main channel. We're like, go to the main channel.
And you technically, because YouTube's enforcing the rule, you can't just make a video tell them to go somewhere else, or else you'll get a strike on your account, I believe.
Yeah. That's rough.
Well, the internet over the years, like, I mean, just think back to web TV and weird, like, archaic shit like that. Yeah, right. Just the thought of it, like, just like, what the fuck? So we've been just given more ease of access, more ease of access, more ease of access, more ease of access. And like, right around 2012, after the little guy started getting his own platform, they started to, start hacking away at it. It's like, okay, you're getting a little bit too easy now. And that has been a problem, and it's multifaceted. It's more complex than you could put into fucking 15 minutes. Hell, you could write a book on it, like, Matt. But
this question is more directed to Ben and Billy, but anyone can answer. If you had to choose your 5 favorite albums or more, what would they be? Here's some money because most people can't catch live shows. You got 5 favorite albums? Mine would probably be...
Wow.
Mine probably be Tupac, All Eyes on Me, the Gorillaz. I really like Aqua. Is that fucked up?
It is, but whatever.
With
You
Barbie
like
Girl
what you
on it?
like.
I know,
a little
right?
nostalgia, right? Sometimes you need something a little sweet after everything's all miserable. You know what I
It's
mean?
not
A little
even
mix.
nostalgia, dude. Like I would Twitch stream and play Aqua all fucking day playing games. There's something wrong with me. There's something broken. I think they're Danish though, right? So maybe that's my bloodline. I really like the autobiography of Kirk Jones, Sticky Fingers album. Rap album. It's like a story album. It's dope. If you haven't heard that rap album and you're into rap, maybe check it out. It's kind of old. And then number 5, maybe Santana's album with the Maria.
Really?
I like the album, man. You remind me of a West Side Story. They're all like 2000s albums.
I'm just going to name a bunch
earlier.
of NoFX albums.
For real.
Yeah. Like, let's see. Punk and Drublick, Pump Up the Volume, White Trash, 2 Heebs and a Bean. What else? So Long and Thanks for All the Shoes. And then I like a Strung Out album, Twisted by Design. Is that 4 of them?
I think.
What's another one that I like? Man, I guess I'll put the Misfits in there too. The Misfits, the Static Age. It's another one I like a lot too. It's hard to choose.
Yeah, I don't really have favorites. I really don't have favorites. So that 5 could change like when I start thinking of other stuff. But those are the ones that come to mind when I think of favorites. What about you guys, Rich and Hellbent?
I'll let Hellbent go first because that's such a tough one, man. Because there's so many goddamn albums that I like a lot.
I'm a fucking weirdo. I'll promote a guy who's cool. Sick Animation. Well, it's backwards here, but Sick Animation's great. It's comedy shit, and it's fun. I like it. It's something. Life can be pretty fucking shitty, so it's kind of nice to have a little bit of a contrast to it, right? So I generally listen to stuff like that. There's a band called the Milkus Band. It's a YouTube channel. I don't know if he even wants me to promote it. It's like he keeps it underground, basically, so I should probably shut up about it. But it's songs like Super Male Vitality, you know what I mean? Where he's like ripping on, that kind of shit.
Alex Jones, yeah.
Yeah, Alex Jones, or then he'll rip on something else like fat people. You just go down and list all the dumb mutants you see on YouTube, right? I guess I listen to that shit because it I can't name a band, right? I go like Pantera or some metal shit, or you can do like country, rap, any genre. But it's like you said, when you listen to the same thing over and over and over and over again, it's demoralizing, and you need something new. You need something fresh, because eventually it kind of reminds you of the loop that your life is in. You wake up, you work, you go to sleep. You wake up, you work, you go to sleep. Same music's looping, and it fucking kills your brain, dude. It's bad for you. You gotta keep it freshened up. Rich,
all right.
you
I
listen
guess
to
me, no, I do. Hell yeah. I'm gonna kind of be cheap with this one, and because I can't really decide between these two albums from Radiohead, both Kid A and I can't think of the other goddamn album right now. So we'll go with Kid A. College Dropout from Kanye West before he got ridiculous, but she didn't for a while after that. I love College Dropout. Jay-Z's The Blueprint. And if I have to go, this is a tough one. I can't think of the name of the damn album now, but it's from Gangstar. Moment of Truth from Gangstar. If I have to go with like all-time favorites, but I'm sure I'm probably missing out on a million of them. I hate doing like the top of anything because I know I'm like forgetting a whole bunch of other stuff that I like equally. So there you go.
Yeah.
No, variety's the spice of life, right?
I forgot one album in my top also. It's called Old Fashioned by Billy the Fridge. It's really good. Everybody should go listen to it right now.
Self-promotion for the win.
No, we missed a little Streamlab while we were at the tail end there, and I don't want to verbatim. I want to read it because it's a question.
Okay, verbatim.
Are you guys scared to death as atheists? How do you reconcile with your eventual demise? No, because there was a huge amount of time. I mean, if we just look at human existence on its own, let alone the existence of time itself, if we just look at human existence, or even just the existence of society in general, there was tons of time where I didn't exist and everything was fine. So I didn't exist before, I won't exist again someday. That doesn't bother me.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
The way I've always dealt with that idea of it all ending one day is by spending every day that you're on this earth making it worthwhile. Like if every living day is not regretted, then boom, you can die tomorrow because yesterday and the day before that and the day before that was done the way you wanted to. So just don't be a little bitch. I feel bad for people that believe they're gonna go to fucking heaven and sit here and live their life in servitude of a fucking joke. And they let their little kids get fucking molested, and they give all their fucking earnings to the church. That fucking depresses me a little bit, and I'm glad that I haven't done that. And if I go to hell and I fucking burn in hell, and God looks down at me like, you dumb shit, you should have fucking believed, you know what I'll do? I'll take my fucking hits, dude. I'll take my fucking licks, man. I don't give a shit about that. I don't live in fear of some fucking make-believe storytelling. If you gotta condition little kids, tell them they gotta go to hell when they grow up, and then when they grow up, they're conditioned to tell their little kids they're going to hell. I think that's a shit fucking god, and your whole fucking religion is shit. If you have to condition little fucking kids the same time when they're conditioning them to believe in Santa Claus.
He has 12 subscribers on Pornhub. I think that's
Manny,
what
he must have a thick one.
Oh wait,
I want to see that, Manny.
One for every inch. I don't know. I just focus on keeping a roof on my head and having fun. The big questions, like, you can think about them all day, but what's the goddamn point? It's like trying to figure out, like, I mean, you can just look at anything around you. How does your television screen work? Yeah, you can look into it and all that, but are you going to make one? Probably not. I mean, if it interests you, that's great. Otherwise, I can go to a million things on this fucking planet to have a decent time. Contemplating my existence just never struck me as something that mattered. It's like, hey, yeah, I'm here. Roof on my head, electricity's on, we got food, we got entertainment. I got a decent future. We're good.
Yeah.
I'll die. Okay.
Mine is trying to make other people in the moment feel happy too. That's what drives me, is making people laugh and smile. Fuck it. That's the goal every day. That makes me feel like this life was worth living. We got another Streamlabs there. It was a big tenor.
Yeah, the question was You're at a strip club and the DJ is taking requests. What song would you request?
Ooh. It depends. It depends on the quality of stripper, I think. But
if it's a quality stripper, I don't give a shit what they're playing.
Wild Wild West.
To be honest.
I mean, come on. Big Willie
really
style.
don't know.
There's like if the stripper's got a nice big booty, then I think the song, I think it was Major Lazer, Bubble Butt. She got a bubble butt, bubble butt, bubble 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 butt. Like that song has got the beat and the fucking lyrics, and then she starts doing the little butt dance to it. That's a nice one. If it's more of like if a girl has like some Vonnegut tattoos, some Vonnegut quotes tattooed on her body, then you play like some Bruce Springsteen, and she'll start like coming on stage for some reason. I've noticed that.
What?
If a girl's into like literature, Springsteen usually gets her fucking butthole popping. It's weird. I don't maybe I'm wrong. I'm going off experiences. Oh, you know what? Actually, play the Generation X intro music.
Ooh,
that is so weird.
Because then the girls in their head, they're thinking,
tell us what to do.
Yeah, and they start doing the crotch chops, and then the song saying "suck it" and everything, right? They get this idea.
Suck it.
Yeah.
Oh, do you guys? This just reminded me of this. We saw Chloe Dykstra at PAX while we were there. And they made me think of it because she played
Triple H in Max Landis.
Yeah, but she was there off the heels of that whole Chris Hardwick thing.
Yeah,
I was like, Billy, you want to go talk to her?
I was like, no, I won't go anywhere near her.
That's on her video because she's like in the background, like talking to a bunch of people. I'm like, Billy, go talk to Chloe.
I don't want to. I'm afraid. I don't want to get falsely accused.
I just wanted you to get a picture with her or something.
Maybe I should ask her for a kiss. That's probably what gets me in trouble, huh?
Yeah.
Walking a dangerous line there, Billy.
Whatever. I'm a fucking gangster. I'm a gangster of love.
You're a rebel.
That's a good song to play. That's a good song to play in a strip club. Some people call me Maurice Brown. Like that would get the butts. That would get the butts fucking juicing.
The Sonic the Hedgehog television show theme song.
Yeah. If you want to jack your dick off to Sonichu, you and Chris Chan.
There we go. I don't know.
Oh God, Chris Chan.
You know what?
There.
A night at the strip club with Chris Chan would be an interesting thing to watch. I don't know about sitting too close to him, but just, observe and see how long before security acts.
Ooh, if the strippers look sad, play some Smashing Pumpkins. You'll get a cry lap dance.
Really?
These girls want to suck your dick more than they want to kill themselves.
Yes. Yes. I'm just thinking of all the times I was in a strip club, and I was in a strip club the first time I ever appreciated Drake's music. I was sitting in a strip club, and
was it also the last time?
No, because I got a new appreciation for it. I was like, this type of music is great for girls shaking their fucking tits and ass and butt, because girls love that shit, dude. Girls love Drake. They love the Champagne Poppy. And when the girls are the type of girls that get naked for money, they especially love Champagne Poppy.
Yeah, I can't even answer that question about the strip club. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been in. Well, the last one I was in
Portland, where you couldn't tip the DJ because it was a freaking jukebox raised above the stage, so only the strippers could get to it. It was so trash. I like that.
I haven't been to a strip club, I think, since 2005.
Wow.
Yeah. I just realized that throwing dollars away and you get nothing out of it isn't really a worthwhile venture.
See, that's where
that's where I make my money.
That's where you're doing it wrong. You gotta get like a group of buds, and you all strategically tip like in like succession, and it throws the girls off, and then before you know it, they're just like eating your fucking balls.
All right, note taken.
Got
yeah,
a
but
Frank.
Yeah, I haven't. Yes, I think it's been 2005 since I've been going.
Yeah.
Well, the strip club thing, people talk down on folks for going to places like that, but it's a social experience depending on who you are. If you go to a strip club by yourself, yeah, it is a little bit sad, kind of like going to a regular bar by yourself. Like, are you an alcoholic? Or are you a sex addict? Yeah. Is this like for just one thing, or is this like, are you going out to have fun? Fun. That's the key thing. Are you do you have like a fucking problem, or do you have, I don't know, I'm not a psychiatrist.
That's true. That's true. It's true though. Like when you see guys, I used to work at a restaurant. When you see guys come to the bar talking to the bartender, thinking that she's like flirting with him, I'm like, dude, come on.
You gotta have.
Come on, man. She wants your money, dude. Like you don't know. Oh, seriously?
You think she's wearing that shirt showing the cleavage just for you, and you think she just bends over and like dangles that, dangles them beefers in front of you just to, make you happy? No, she does it to every single customer who walks through the bar, and appreciate it. But, if you start slipping her love letters, I don't know, man.
If you have a good group, like a good group of friends, it's going to be awesome. And if you have a good sized group of friends, like if you walk in there with like 12 people, everybody chucks in a 20.
Thank you, Queen Tide.
And the first person to get approached by a girl for a dance gets all the money to give her for the dance. So you're looking at like, I don't know, 20 times 12 people, 10 people. You're looking at a couple $100, right? Like you just throw that at her for a dance, and that's like just opening right off the bat. You got the fucking jackpot, and then the one girl goes away and she's telling all her other friends, I just got $200 from those guys for a dance, and they're all coming over, spending extra attention.
I got you. Yeah. And you didn't end up spending that much money, and they still feel like they got something good out of it.
Yeah.
So you both win.
Yeah. And if you're 12 deep, like you could easily spend $1,000 between all of you. And that's way better than when like two little chumps come in with a couple bucks or throwing buckers around, and you're still not that far in. It's entertainment, and you're having a good time. You're having a good time because you're with your friends. Never try and make that happen without like a good group of people. I should actually start a strip club squad. And
you should write a book. You should write a book on strip clubs, how to go to them.
That's
really
actually
no joke. If you do that, there are bars that would pay you to just be the Pied Piper of the strip club and bring in people just to show them what an actual decent time is at a place like that.
I think I'm writing a book, actually. Yeah, I'm becoming a guru, dude. I'm becoming a strip club guru. This is happening now. Holy shit. I got a calling.
Wow, they keep coming in.
Nice. I asked because I've been a strip club DJ for 18 years and a DP fan since Ep 1. I play everything, even NoFX. Love you guys.
I cannot imagine NoFX at a strip club. Like, how does a stripper even dance to that?
Oh, I've seen some of them struggle because, like, usually the girl on the main stage picks the song, and then there's side stages in some of the clubs, and these girls on the side stages obviously don't like the song the main girl picked. The main girl's going crazy, but the side girls are like, I can't fucking dance to this.
Yeah, like I don't know. I can't get it. I don't get it. Kermit's a bitch.
Kermit's a bitch.
DJ. Those dudes make some pretty decent coin DJing at places like that too. You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Oh, the bar industry is not unlike you. Well, it's actually completely different from YouTube. People always want to drink. People always want sex. People always want a social experience. And it's just what it is.
But that's not unlike YouTube. People go to YouTube because they want to have a friend. Everybody who watches YouTube, not everybody, but majority of people who watch YouTube feel like they're actually talking to the person that's on YouTube because it's not like TV, right? You can comment. People develop relationships viewing.
I've got a lot of like sweet comments, and I know it's weird, probably weird for me to say if you know who I am, I suppose, but I get sweet comments from people saying like, "Hey, your content really helped me." Not the really scary ones, like I'd kill myself if you didn't exist, but like, hey, I go through some dark times, and watching your stuff makes me happy. And when I get that shit, I feel great. They feel great. It's a beautiful thing, man. Yeah, it is a social thing.
Yeah. Every time somebody makes a comment saying they'll kill themselves or they would have killed themselves if it wasn't for my content that I make, I always disappear from the internet for like 6 months to see if they're real about it.
Yeah, don't engage with those people. I did it. It was a mistake.
Yeah.
I'll tell you though, I could relate to that though, man. Like when I was going through some really low points in like 2009 and 2010, YouTube was an escape and it does help you through, and especially because you could pick the exact kind of content that you feel like watching. It's definitely a easier way to escape than just watching normal TV.
Yeah, Ben's trying to find a way to shut us the fuck off right now, but we're not.
No, that's fine. We can keep going. No, seriously.
I'm fucking with you, Ben. I'm fucking with you.
But then you have the YouTubers like FouseyTube and Trish Paytas who like cry to their fans saying they're gonna off themselves if they don't.
See, that's vicious because these people, they go from their 9 to 5s, they come back from school, they go through all this shit in life, and to go to your audience and treat them like shit and go, I don't even want to say the fucking words out loud. I can just make a fucking vocal representation of it. To throw all that in the trash and not try to like make those folks happy, it just seems like a cruel thing to do when it could just be a mutually beneficially good thing for everyone. You make entertainment, you have fun. People from their 9 to 5 or school or whatever come home, they have a decent time. Maybe somebody's in a dark place and they just need a voice, somebody to make them laugh. Even if it's something you hate, like let's say Shoe Nice is like smoking crack and doing some fucking crazy shit, and some guy comes home, he's like, it's like that's important. It means something. It has some intrinsic value to it, and it's a social experience. So yeah, you're right, Billy. It is a lot like the bar in that sense, to where without the social experience, it's like drinking in your garage alone with no music or no sound on.
And
like,
sometimes that's what people are doing. They're drinking in their garage alone, but they have YouTube on, so they feel like they're part of it.
Tony Dubs said, we also have break songs, have had a lot of punk girls over the years. Yeah, the money is decent.
Yeah, strip club money. We should start a strip club. Can we crowdfund a strip club?
I don't want to.
Let's crowdfund a strip club.
Well, wouldn't be the least like honest Kickstarter I've seen. At least people would know that you're spending money on hoes. I mean, that's where most of Kickstarter money goes, right?
Do you think we could do like a circus tent in a field and get all the permits to run it as a strip club for like a meetup? Like we'll build a circus tent strip club?
Like, maybe, but I don't know about a desert. Like you'd have to like find some town. Like there's definitely some shithole towns that'll let you do a festival. And
we just have a pop-up strip club.
Yeah, maybe kind of like a traveling circus, right? But just find the towns that are shitty enough that even the fairs won't go to them, but are still local enough for people in the city to hit at. You might find some luck there.
Maybe we could turn an old school bus into a strip club.
I know it's totally off subject. What kind of name is sexualizing the Holocaust?
Edgelord.
Yeah. I guess that's why he does 4D chess. He got me. I did exactly what he wanted. But sexualizing the Holocaust? What the fuck?
You got to be creative, man. You got to be creative, and that's probably the thing that got me on YouTube. I remember when I first started watching YouTube, I was recovering from a surgery after a violent incident at the bar, and I was watching on the Nintendo Wii of all things, laying on the couch, miserable. Like Ben, you got the hernia surgery recently. You know how that shit is. Yep. You're just laying there fucking miserable. You can't do nothing. And I was just watching some Spurg speed run. I want to be the guy. Turns out the guy hit his mom later on. It was really funny. But during the time, that was keeping me going, even though it was like it was lowest of the low of the low. For whatever reason, that was my thing. You know what I mean? And it's got value. Even the most shitty piece, even the most shit video has some value to it. Something.
That's funny. That's where I watched my first YouTube video, on the fucking Wii.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep, on the Wii. And you know who it was? It was the Irate Gamer. Was the first video I ever watched. His Jaws review. Yeah, isn't that weird?
That's odd. I was watching a guy called Ultra J-Man, and then I turned out later on some website called J-Stream, he was speedrunning Rayman, and then he hit his mother on live stream.
What?
Yeah.
I started YouTube to upload old pro wrestling clips, like our backyard wrestling clips I did. That's why I started YouTube. I wanted to use it as a platform from the jump. That was like in 2006. I wasn't a fan of YouTubers. I didn't watch people. Like I was using it for my own. So it's like having that... I can't think back to like the first YouTube video I watched. Nothing ever hooked me. I was already in just because I wanted to fucking use it. I wanted this to be my platform. And of course I was lazy.
I didn't even know that even after I started even uploading normal videos, I didn't think I could ever make a living doing this shit. I didn't even know it was possible. You know what I mean? Even when I realized people were getting partnered, I still never thought that. It's just such a weird, you know what I mean? I still like, I don't like, what the hell do I do for a living every day? It's just so crazy.
I ain't there yet, but I signed up for that Planet Dolan thing, and that at the point the channel was at like 2 million subscribers. I was just some little shithead with like 3,000 subs playing Command and Conquer, like just shitting around on my video games, right? And they gave me an email back and said, "Hey, can you read this script for a test?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then they put it on the fucking channel, and I was like, "What?" People hated it. It was great.
Really?
What a surprise.
I loved it, though. It was like a baptism of fucking fire, right? And there's a video on there with like 35 million views and 10,000 dislikes. And there's something about that emotion. You know what I mean? Like, people gave a shit. And I never had a point. I never imagined at any point like 35 million people would be like, "Fuck you. We love you. But fuck you." It's like, it's crazy, but it feels great. I ain't making a living off of it, but being able to do that to entertain, whether it's through somebody hating you or liking you, it's something I always wanted to do, I guess. So I was lured to the platform based on that, but I never thought that I'd get hired for shit. I was just throwing out applications because, like, fuck it, it doesn't cost me money to send an email. My application was just my YouTube videos and like, "Hello, my name is Hellbent. I will do voice acting, real cheap."
You definitely got the voice, dude. You got. I'm like garnering more testosterone just from listening to you talk.
I did barking on the street a lot. So it's like, "No, come on, cheap beer, live music, come on in anytime." You know, that kind of stuff to where you stripper DJ, motor, or, Sunday, the Monster Pass, Seducer Crash, the Kings of Turban. The tickets are $15 a seat, but you only need the edge.
I love how
he hit it just the right time.
He has the on cue. He has the on cue reverb that he could just tap right then and there. It's awesome.
Well, I was shopping for preamps, and the VT3 just comes with all this shit. So fuck it.
Rich,
I used this on PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I used to scare people away from me. I'd turn it up all the way, and people would just run from me. It was great.
Someone has a horrible fight. What's up?
Rich, the owner of Dusty the Cockatiel is wondering if you will tell Dusty that he's a beautiful bird. And literally, it is a cockatiel. It's not some weird sexual shit.
Okay.
What a matter.
So do I have to say a name, or he is just a beautiful bird?
Just say, "Dusty, you're a beautiful bird."
Dusty, you're a beautiful bird.
Wow. Wonderful.
Beautiful. Yeah, Dusty's like the mascot. I think since he might have beaten Dinauer out.
I would give my left nut for a cock. I always wanted a parrot or a cockatoo. They're like the coolest animals on the planet.
They're pretty interesting birds, yeah. Like, as far as any species goes, something that can actually, like, mimic
They outlive you and they're smart as shit.
Maybe Dusty will come fly over and visit you. Dusty the Cockatiel. Oof.
What's
what are you
the
thinking?
inside joke here?
I think we're gonna go do the post show. I don't know if it's gonna be as good as the last post show. I don't know if Pim Monk knows about that post show yet.
I don't know. Should we talk about it?
Should we before we go into it?
If anybody's not a patron, we just did a post show last time, and Pimp Monk went to do his own show after the show, so we put his live stream up, and we
put him in one of the windows as if he was one of the windows.
Show?
Yeah, but he wasn't really on the show. He was doing his own stream, and we were talking to him like he was on the show, and his responses were exactly like they would be if he was actually on.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. We had an entire show with Pimp Monk not even knowing he was on.
He was unintentionally a guest on the show.
It was really funny.
That's fucking great.
For those sponsors and patrons that qualify, come watch the after show. And I want to thank Hellbent and Rich again for coming tonight. You guys want to say anything on the way out? Anything you want to tell
good
the
to
audience?
meet you, Rich, and I'm always happy to be on. I mean, we bullshit a lot today. Didn't watch as many videos as normal, but it's really fun to just sit down and have a good old conversing, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I enjoy it. And just to let you know, the reason why there's no camera for me is I'm completely naked right now. So
nice.
Wow.
Thank you for that mental image, Rich.
Ben, we should do a show with no pants on, just our dicks out. Nobody would know but us.
We weren't supposed to do that tonight?
Do that, right? Yeah.
All right. Yeah, good night, everybody, and see all the patrons in the post show.
Woo!
Have a good one, guys.
Later.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.